Estoy contando dias que nós passamos. O que você esconde de toda calada? Não me deixe somente. Olha, olha, acho que você mostra-me toda gelada. Palavras fez-me ficar pelas. Não me deixe instante. Eu só
Good morning, Kitten Brigade. Instinct in here. What's for breakfast? What did I have? I had like soft boiled eggs, and steamed bun. Steamed bun, and now I'm like munching some strawberries and coffee and tea. Yes, coffee and tea, because just having one coffee or just having tea wasn't enough, so I doubled up on coffee and tea. Where's my... There it is. Where's mine? I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting people. I wasn't expecting people. Just kidding. I mean, I don't always expect people here, but I appreciate you guys nonetheless. Coffee and tea because one is not enough. Kappa. I kind of like sip the stuff throughout the day though, so I'm like a really slow drinker, so I'll drink them like ice cold. Don't ask. Okay, so we are like on like the final leg of the story, but I don't have any confidence that we'll finish it today. It'll probably take today's stream and probably maybe in one more stream. His story. Oh, we were in the middle of what's his face's story? Mel's story. But it'll be cold. I don't really mind it cold sometimes. Sometimes I'll reheat it if I feel like I want it like a little touch hotter. But I don't usually really like to eat like a drink, not eat. Drink things that are like piping hot that they burn your tongue. I like it like kind of like on the warm side, I guess. And then that cools real quick, so. But how are you doing, Taco? It's nice that you're getting the day off today. Who's there? Who is it? Wait, let's look at the backlog. Refresh our memories. I think, yeah, Mel was telling his story, and this was just after he tricked Morgana into opening the door, and then the swordsman like rushed in and cut her arm off. I have no idea why he cut her arm off, so it'll be interesting to find out from the swordsman's point of view why he decided to do that. Because he cut off her arm and then gave it to Mel, and then Mel's all like, what the fuck am I gonna do with an arm? So this is just after that. Open the door. Unless you want me to kick it down. Erg. My suspicion was correct. I couldn't think of anyone else who would come visit. But what I didn't know was why he had come back. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Open the door. Leave me alone, please. I want nothing to do with anything you're doing. Open the door. No, I'm not letting you in for any reason. Okay then, I'll break it down. Don't. My sister's inside sleeping. I don't need you waking her up. Then open it. What do you need? I did everything you asked me to already. What happened to the witch's arm? I threw it. I threw it away. You really think I was gonna keep that? A person's arm? Mel, what's going on? I can't remember how I did her voice. Do we have a visitor? That doesn't sound quite right. I'm good yesterday off, Pagu. I haven't had day off since 2 Saturdays ago. Oh, they're working you to the bone. Well, it's kind of good to be busy though. That probably means you're making lots of money, right? Lots of monies. Nelly. I should get them something to drink. Don't worry about it, Nelly. You get some sleep, alright? Can we go outside? I'd really rather not talk in here. Fine by me. So that's your sister? Explains why you look so much alike. That's none of your damn business. You wanted the miracle blood to cure your sick sister, did you not? I'm trying to figure out like an accent for the swordsman. Is he supposed to be like Asian? I'm not gonna do an Asian accent. Yeah. This is a... those are a cute set of emotes. Is that like a... It almost looks like a puzzle emote. Like, it looks like it blends together seamlessly. Is it? Like, I'm looking at them individually, they don't look like they connect, but like, looking at them from afar, they look kind of like they actually connect. So you're telling me you threw the arm away? Grr. Are you interested in getting more blood? What? We're taking the witch's blood, turning it into medicine, and selling it through the church. Selling it? You're doing business in a house of worship? No, I suppose we're technically giving it away. But we're asking for tithes, so really it's the same thing. I'm not from this land, so to me, it looks no different than a business, but the people here, they see it as a charity. The Lord says if you'll assist us, he'll provide you with the medicine we're making. Why does he need Mel's help, though? The Lord? Why would the Lord be... Hell if I know. Because it seems like good money? So, will you help us? You're gonna make me get my hands dirty for you again? I can't. Not again. Oh, right. I forgot to mention one detail. You don't have a choice this time. Huh? You know about the miracle blood, which means we can't let you go unattended. Oh, that's why they want to rope him in. If you say no, I have permission from the Lord to kill you on the spot. Why? So will you help us? Or will you die here? What was the right thing for me to do then? Should I have fought back and died? Should I have tried to run? Should I have taken my own life? I'm sure you've heard enough to know by now that I'm a weakling, a pushover. I didn't have the spine to do anything but agree to meet with the Lord. He told me about the mansion and he gave me one of the set of 3 keys. I wanted so badly to get rid of the key, but with that man's shadow constantly hanging over me, I couldn't bring myself to do it. Not when I could be the next one to end up losing a limb or 2. There was no way I could have disobeyed them. That oboe. And that's everything that happened 6 months ago. Every day since I arrived here, I've brought Morgana breakfast and supper. She doesn't say anything, but I saw it in her eyes the first time I stepped through that door. How could you do that to me? I've never looked her in the eyes since, because I'm too afraid of what I might see in them. Sad story. And that is how I ended up here. So, he was threatened. He didn't actually want to cause Morgana harm. That doesn't excuse what he's done, though. See? What did I tell you? I'm not at all the brother you thought I was. Mock me, ridicule me, call me worthless, a coward, a terrible person. Go on, what are you waiting for? Wait, whoops. But you were threatened, Mel. He said you would hurt me, hurt you. That's the only reason you went along with him. You didn't do anything wrong, dearest Mel. The other man is a bad guy, not you. You did the best you could. You didn't have a choice. That terrible man forced you to do everything. Nellie. You didn't do anything wrong, dearest Mel. No, I didn't. I didn't do anything wrong. I had no other choice. That's not true. All you're doing is closing your eyes. What? You mustn't coddle yourself. What was I supposed to do then? Don't be mean to my Mel. Did you really do the best you could? Did you even once try to do something about the situation as hopeless as it may have seemed? Could you not even convince or conceive of any other options? I read that wrong. Could you have not come up with something else to say at Morgana's house? Something that might have given her the slightest clue she was in danger? I almost fell down the stairs. Oh no! Be careful. Don't fall down the stairs, radio. And hello, good morning. How you doing? Or morning? These stairs are going to take my life one day, I swear. Well, what is it about the stairs that make them susceptible to you tripping and falling down, you know? Because, dude, you were like, young, hale, healthy, young adult. So it's like, what is it about the stairs that's there that's causing you to trip down them? There must be something. Like, is stairs slippery, or is there something, is it crooked or something somehow and it's throwing off your balance? There's gotta be something, right? That maybe there's something you can do about it? Someone must have cursed them. Some kind of evil, malevolent force. Like Morgana here. Morgana's curse. The only logical... Oh yes, very highly logical, scientifical, explanation. Mansplanation. Rational. Yes, very, very rational. Will this turn to the occult? but when she opened the door, did you do anything? Did you even so much as attempt to stop him? My legs were shaking so bad I couldn't move. There's no way I could have stopped him. Then at the very least, you shouldn't have fled. You should have stayed and told her the truth. That you weren't there willingly, and maybe she wouldn't have felt so utterly betrayed. But he was there. You think I could have actually stayed there with him? Not a chance. And it's not like Morgana would have... She opened the door because she trusted you. She isn't the easiest person to read, but she was opening up to you. And what did you do with that trust?
Stop it, please. You've made your point. It's not all Mel's fault either. If anything, he's a victim. He was just trying to protect me.
Were you listening to anything he said, Nellie? You were not Mel's first priority. He did what he did for his own sake. Well, what did you expect me to do? Pull courage I don't have out of thin air? What's so wrong with self-preservation? There was nothing I could have done to stop him. I'd love to see you try and do any better. Then maybe you'll understand how scared I was, how little I could have done. It must be nice to be an outsider to talk about my experiences like you know anything. Analyze my decisions, go on about what I should have done. You don't have a damned clue how terrifying it all was. How I felt having to go through it. Oh yeah, you're right. It sure would be the courageous thing to do to sacrifice your life for someone else. But you know what? People like that only exist in stories. Except you don't actually understand that. You just want to give me crap for not being perfect. How you been? I've been good. Good. I felt like I had energy this morning. So I thought I would get my stream going in the morning time. These two again. Do you want my pity? Is that all you want? If I tell you I feel bad for you and how hard it must have been, will that satisfy you? Do you not want to know what you can do now? What's even left to do? Nothing I do is going to make her situation any better. I won't make her arm come back. All is not yet lost. Open your eyes. Take a good long look inside yourself. Think about what you can do. Stop sitting on your hands telling yourself it's too late. There's still time to make a difference. You just have to commit to act. I don't think you're an especially bad or cowardly person. I think you're an ordinary young man. It might sound like I'm telling you to do the impossible. But soon the time will come when you must make your choice, when you must stand up and take some responsibility for what you've done. No one's childhood lasts forever. The good days are long behind you before you ever realize they've passed. When faced with the consequences of your actions, you should not have turned and run, but held yourself accountable. It is perhaps a disproportionately large burden for you to bear, but it's fast approaching, and you need to make a decision. Find your courage. Set Morgana free. Mel.
Mel.
But even if I open the door for her, it's too little too late. This used to be a Degen stream. Hello, sup, Harrison. Sup. The ceiling. That's what's up. Good. That didn't move. I should make like emote spam commands for all of them. She'll never forgive me after. Is it her forgiveness the reason you should act? No, it's penance for what you've done to her. Atonement for your sins. Whether she forgives you or not is not beside the point. The question on the table right now is whether you are going to do the right thing. And what about her blood? Without Saint's blood, Nellie won't...
You don't have to worry about me, dearest Mel. My life isn't so important that I want to take someone else's away to keep it. I'll think about what I can do to help, too. It's partly my fault, after all. So please, Mel, set the Saintess free.
Ugh. Your quiet life is built on the foundation of lies. And I know that by now you realize there's no real value in a life like that. You wanted to do something about this. You sought salvation. Salvation? But who would give it to me? I already told you I would. But why? Because I promised you. And you expect me to believe that? Yes. If you choose to sit here and wallow in your regret, there's no going back. Now is your only chance to make a change. Mel. Gah. Well, all right. I'll help. I'll help you set her free.
Dearest Mel.
I knew all along that that was what I needed to do, but I could never bring myself to act on it. There was no way I could accomplish anything alone. I'm basically helpless on my own. Everything about this is so completely outside anything I've ever had to deal with before, though I had no way of having any idea what I was supposed to do about it. God can be pretty cruel. Why would he force a boy like me to make such a difficult choice? Yes, he can be. You were made to be part of a more normal, a less tumultuous world. But you've come too far to go back on that, so the least you can do is change the world you're in now. Yeah. I doubt I need to remind you, but you know, you can't get in with only my key. You need all three, and the other two, they don't feel an ounce of remorse. Taking their keys won't be easy. Easy or not, we have to get them. And I'm sure there's a way. There must be. Just so we're clear, you're not going to overpower them. The guy with the sword's much stronger than you, and he knows how to use a blade. And he's the Lord's bodyguard, so you're not getting near the Lord either. Even the two of us together wouldn't stand a chance against him. You seem pretty weak from the looks of you. The funniest thing about that emote is how fast the fat cat is slapping its tummy. Lol. Gives chat egg rolls. Thank you. Thank you for the egg rolls. I don't think I've had egg rolls in like forever. Forever. Who knows? Maybe I am stronger than you. God, I really do want to hit this boy.
Deep breaths, Michelle. Deep breaths.
There must be some way we can get their keys. I know they both have people they're close to. Huh? People they're close to? We can talk about that later. Now that you've made your decision, talking with me isn't your top priority, is it?
Mel.
Nellie.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for involving you in all this.
And I'm really sorry for being, well, what I am. I'm no prince, that's for sure. You always were my prince though, dearest Mel. You did your best to be the brother I wanted you to be. Honestly, I adored the way you fawned over me and that affection that just felt so good. What? It made me feel like I was special, important. Having someone to care for, to pamper, it was empowering. That's the kind of guy your brother is. If someone else, some other girl, were ever to show up and call me her prince, say she loved me, I would probably try and act like a prince for her too. Why would you say that? Because all this, it's been so hard on me and it's such a huge weight on my shoulders that every so often I would think, just how much easier would it be if I could get rid of her? If Morgana was just a regular girl, not a saint or a witch or any of that, just a pretty girl about my age, she might have been the one getting all my attention instead of you. That's who I am. That's not you, dearest Mel. That's just beating yourself up. Maybe you would have chosen her over me, but that wouldn't make you any less of a kind man. How can you say that after everything I just told you? Because, Mel, Tell me how despicable I am, Nellie. I'm not the brother you once adored anymore, am I? You're not what I thought you were, but you're still my one and only brother. That will never change no matter what kind of person you become. It was wrong of me to try and make you into my prince, Mel. I should have done my job as your one and only sister in the whole wide world, been there to help you as much as you helped me. I kept pushing my fairy tale fantasies onto you, and you did your best to live up to them, and I ended up forcing you to pretend to be someone you're not. That's not true, Nellie. I enjoyed feeling idolized. But you knew it couldn't last forever, didn't you? I should have been beside you, not looking up at you. I let you coddle me. I let myself indulge in your love. I thought everything would be alright as long as you kept telling me how adorable I was. They were like magic words to me. I kept my eyes shut. Mel, starting today, I'm gonna do my best to be your sister. I'm all done holding you to fairy tale ideals. I won't make you pretend to be a prince for me anymore. Oh wait, oh sorry, that's her voice. Whatever. And I won't try to be your princess either. I'm just gonna be your little sister, so get back on your feet and stand tall, dearest Mel. I know you'll probably have to pay for what you've done when the Saint test goes free, and I know I'll probably cry about it for days, but I won't regret making the decision. Well, I don't know what to say. I wasn't expecting you to handle this so maturely. You're putting your big brother to shame, Nellie. Mother once told me that girls grow up faster than boys. She was right about that. Thank you, Nellie, for accepting me in spite of all the awful things I've done, and for having me as your brother. You're quite welcome, dearest Mel. No. Hello, not a box spot. The story brought to you today by Insane Kitten Narrations. The character artwork for this game looks great. It does. The artwork was kind of like the number one reason why I bought into this game, honestly. Because I don't really buy VNs lightly, but I saw on Steam that this had overwhelming positive reviews, and then the artwork just was just pretty much sold me. And then the soundtrack here is like, wow. So there's a lot going for this game. So I can see why it had overwhelmingly positive reviews. Well, it looks like that's when problems were solved. They finally reached the point in their relationship where they belong. If she could have come to terms with herself sooner, come to an understanding with him, then maybe she could have reeled in her ideals before she lost control of them. Yeah, maybe. This Nellie and the other Nellie seem to be of the same essence. They both have a somewhat excessive love for their brothers, and that love expressed itself by transforming him into a prince. If she could have done the same thing then as she did here, then maybe their tragedy could have been avoided. This is before then, though, since they were able to fix things up in this life. Maybe it'll have a positive effect on their next life? This could change the future. They may share the same souls, but they lived in completely different times. Do you really think something like this could have any effect on the lives of people hundreds of years from now? There's no way to be certain, of course, but considering how tightly the two seem to be bound, I doubt it will have no effect. I hope it has some effect. Giselle. I was there in the mansion as it all happened, and I just stood by and watched. I feel so guilty about that. If I had done something, then maybe it wouldn't have turned out like that. I hate what I was then, but what I was until just recently. From the memories I left imprinted throughout the mansion, I showed you bits and pieces of their lives. And as I told you their tale, the only thing I contributed was a disparaging commentary. I don't feel like you were that critical of them. I absolutely was. I talked about them like they were somehow beneath me. Yes, you did occasionally offer an opinion on someone or something you showed me beyond the doors. But the fact that you were mostly detached from the events there is what allowed me to get to the core of their characters. If you hadn't been in the position you were, so you could tell me the story the way you did, I would never have been able to talk them into helping. You contributed more than criticism. Your words weren't for nothing. They made this possible. It makes me feel a lot better hearing that from you. And if you still regret your inaction, then make up for it now by taking action here, and have faith that it will bear fruit in their next lives. I will. I wonder if Morgana might have a change of heart too. It's not like Mel wanted to bring her so much pain. He deeply regrets what he did, so maybe she won't bear quite as much resentment for him when she learns that. Yes, I know what you're going to say. If that was enough to assuage her, she wouldn't have held on to her hatred for all those hundreds of years. Still though, I hope it does something for her, however small. As do I. It's gotten pretty late, so I'm going to take Nellie back to the cottage. Okay. If you have some secret plan to get the other two keys, could you fill me in on it tomorrow? Sure. Also, I could get you another room if you wanted. This one isn't the nicest. No, it's fine. I've come to realize I'm more at home in less comfortable environments. Michelle, am I just imagining it, or was that as depressing as it sounded? That's not quite what I was going for. Well, anyway, if you're fine with it, suit yourself. Say, I've got one huge lingering question, and if you wouldn't mind enlightening me. Yes? Why would you go to such lengths for me? You seem to know Morgana, so I can understand why you would be fighting for her. But me? I had a part in putting her in that tower. You have every reason to hate me, so why would you want to help me? If this was all it took for me to hate someone, I would curse every last man and woman in the world. I bear no animosity for you, and even if I did, you've committed to take action. That doesn't explain why you were so concerned about us. It almost seemed like you actually cared about me and Nellie. But we're complete strangers. We just met today. Because some part of me couldn't think of you as strangers anymore. Huh? That's right. When he came by this afternoon to talk, he didn't feel like a stranger to me either. It was weird, like he'd known me my whole life. So I made him into my second brother. Your second brother? You're more than welcome to change the order, Nellie. Make him number 2 and me number 1. I wish I could join in and be big sister number 1. I'll have to think about it. After all, you might be number 1 material. Whoa, why is that even up for consideration? I'm just kidding, dearest Mel. Oh. I'm still kind of confused, but anyway, I'm glad someone like you showed up. I've actually been praying every night for God to send someone who can get me out of this. I really am useless all on my own, constantly looking for someone to help me, unable to do anything by myself, and trust me, I realize how pathetic that is. Now you You must have had a pretty good life to be able to be so proactive in the face of adversity. I bet you had everyone's respect, helped everyone in need, had plenty of friends who had your back, and weren't tossed out by your family like I was. You must have been incredibly blessed. Oh god, that couldn't be, like, further from the truth. Poor Michelle. I'm jealous, really. Don't be jealous. Sorry, that came out of nowhere, I know. Well, I should be going. See you tomorrow. Hello, Omni. Towels? Towels. Gives chat hot towels. Thank you for the hot towels. What for? Cause you lot are a dirty bunch. I don't know. Aren't like hot towels for like cleaning your hands or something before you like eat or something? Good night, Michelle. Brother number 2? Good night. Michelle. He wasn't trying to be. Yes, I know. I just thought it was rather funny. I'm not taking a stand because I've been blessed, but because I've got nothing left to lose. I fight for Morgana because I understand what it's like to be tortured day after day, having experienced the loss of my siblings. I didn't want the two of them to go through the same thing. If anything, it's those two have lost the most that are most likely to take action. I'm not sure if you realized it or not, Michelle. But you've gotten to be a great deal more expressive since arriving in this era. I can't see your face, but I can hear it in your voice, and I can feel it in your presence. So I'm sure it's showing there too. Making all sorts of faces I've never seen before. Some of the things you've lost you seem to be getting back, so you can't say you've got nothing left to lose anymore. Promise that you'll let me see all those new faces for myself someday. I will, I promise. If we can manage to destroy the mansion, that should release you from its darkness, and allow us to see each other once again. I trust you. I have faith we can do this. Wait, but with the mansion's destruction, both our souls should be returned to their rightful places. Which would mean erased from existence. Yeah, like, did this thought not occur to him? I'm just like, if the mansion's not there anymore, doesn't that mean that you just return to nothingness? Nothingness. It is the mansion that gives them a corporeal existence, I guess. Hello, Omni. Put it on your face. Ooh, hot towels do feel very nice on the face. Oh, whoa. Oh, and by the if anyone's kind of confused by this exchange between them, how she says that she can't see his face, it's because Giselle is occupying the same body, I guess. Like she's seeing things through his eyes. So she's just kind of like talking to him inside his head or something. Kind of lewd, but sure, daddy. Oh my god. What? Oh, you mean the towel? Wait, what did you think he wanted you to put on your face? Put on your face. On your own face, for that matter. the eggnog? Wait, did he give us eggnog or egg rolls? I thought it was egg rolls. Where did the eggnog come from? Now we've just magicked in some eggnog, which I don't like. Yeah, it was egg rolls, not eggnog. You're such a nog. The hot towel. Winky face. What? I just thought I sensed you grimacing. Wait, why is he grimacing? Wow, you felt that? What's the matter? Sorry, I didn't want to bring down the mood. It's just, well... And I know this is asking for the moon, but... I was just thinking it would be nice if you had a life you could go back to. If I did? Yeah, I mean, here you are, expressive as you were ever been. Walking around inside, being around other people, talking to them after all that time in the mansion. Without a life of your own to go back to. I'm sorry. After seeing behind your door and learning how cruel and inhumane life was to you, I feel like the world could stand up to do something good to make up for it. It's done all the good it needs to. I have someone who cares enough to lament my fate. What more could I ask for? Michelle. Thank you, Giselle. You're not the only one who's asking for the moon either. I wish I could have a life with you as the person I am now, and for that, knowing I have no future feels worse now than ever before. Alrighty, that's enough moping around for one night. We should start planning for tomorrow. Things are definitely looking up. It only took one day to get Mel on our side, so let's keep it up and win over the other two. I would certainly like to, yes. Shh, where did all that confidence go? The other two won't be nearly as easy to convince as Mel. I'm not even sure if we'll be able to talk them into helping. We do have a pretty good idea who the swordsman's in this for, though. The nun. So maybe we can get to him through her, like we did today with Nellie and Mel. Maybe. Alright, then we'll start by approaching her tomorrow. Sounds like a plan. The Lord, though, him, I'm not so sure about. I'm assuming he's from behind the third door, but we didn't run into anyone he was close with today. And in Morgana's telling of the events of the Harvest Festival, she only mentioned 5 people. Let's see. The Lord, the Swordsman, Mel, Nellie, and the nun? There's one person unaccounted for. We just haven't run into them yet, that's all. If he's the man from the third door, I can't imagine. She won't be here, too. Who's losing their confidence now? In any event, tomorrow we talk to the nun. I only hope it goes as well as it did today. You got me. You don't have anything to worry about. Or, all things considered, you might not even need me? No, I wouldn't say that. You handled Mel pretty amazingly, though. I'm not gonna lie, my heart was pounding the whole time. I was afraid you were gonna slip up and say something boneheaded. But you managed to keep it together and I didn't have to come to the rescue. Well... I could make a book of quotes out of your performance today. Oh, for the love of God, please don't. So, I'm not concerned at all. Say whatever you think is the right thing to say. I'm more than happy to sit back and watch. The more you pile on the expectations, the more afraid it makes me that I'm gonna trip up. Besides, I don't think I could have done any of that without you. Why not? Well, my life was hardly as pride-worthy as Mel seemed to think, so I didn't really feel like I had the right to talk to him like that. But knowing you were there, urging me on, was what allowed me to act without hesitation. So, thank you. Hehe, no thanks necessary. But if you say so, then you're more than welcome. I'm glad I could be of assistance if just a little. That you were. Now, let's keep this momentum up tomorrow. It's getting a bit late though, so you should probably get some sleep. What is it? I kind of don't want to sleep. What? Why not? For somewhat childish reasons. Aw, are you sad you won't be able to hear my voice? Are you lonely, you poor dear? I am. What? That's the last thing I expected you to admit to. Okay, well, do you want to stay up and talk for a little longer then? Not too long though, you need to rest up for tomorrow. And who knows, maybe I'll show up in your dreams if you wish hard enough. Hehehe. I got my big boy vaccine today. Big boy vaccine. Yee, what is that? Lol, COVID. I got mine last week. Yeah, Taco got his COVID. Wait, did you get your last shot? The second shot, Taco? No, just a tetanus shot when you'll turn 18. I don't remember if I have my tetanus shots. Are you supposed to like renew those shots? Maybe I should ask about that. Oh yeah, I haven't even looked because I figure I'm way down the list, lol. Yeah, I figure like all us plebs are probably like way farther down the list for the COVID shots.
Wait, I don't remember getting that shot. Okay, slice your finger and go touch every surface you possibly can with it. The dirtier, the better. Lol. No, second dose near the end of the month. Oh, that's right, okay. Finzer? Finzer? What? Moderna? But yeah, you can just get tetanus from that dirt. The dirt! Everything can kill you. I'm getting the Russian vaccine. Will I be okay? Wait, when is the Russian vaccine? The fact that I'm even able to talk with Giselle right now is a miracle and a blessing. So is it avarice for me to yearn for more, knowing I've already been granted such a great bounty? I want to see her face as much as she wants to see mine. She's infinitely more expressive than me, and I want a good long look at all those many expressions up close. I want more than her voice. I want her whole body. I want to feel her warmth. In this era, I have all 5 of my senses in full working order, as I did when I was alive. Giselle, though, she doesn't. She remains dead. As lively as she may be now, that's one thing she did not get back. I truly wish she could have been here too. She could have certainly found more joy in her renewed life than me. She certainly belongs under the sun far more than I do, but she, rather than me, was the one left behind in that realm of darkness, a fact that frustrates me immensely. In life, I would have considered her remark about seeing her in my dreams silly and saccharine, but now, I very much hope it happens. The comrade. Why not an American one? 2 days until our death. So we're trying to save Morgana. Because Morgana died. And then that's what made it. No! Okay. I was trying to think of some additional funny thing to say, but yeah, I'm not getting the Russian vaccine. So you won't be indoctrinated against Russians. I don't know. Wake up. Come on. Wake up, please. Come on, up with you. I don't know if that was a... Oh, it's Mel. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. You were out so good I was scared you might be dead for a minute. Good morning. How are you feeling? What? Huh? Why are you looking at me like I just kicked your cat? It's incredible how much more pleasant it is to be woken up by a woman than a boy. That's the thanks I get for waking you up? Or did I interrupt a nice dream? I did, didn't I? And it was a dirty dream too, I bet. You definitely seem like a mind in the gutter kind of guy. Who cares? Wait, who cares about what? Hi, Box Bite. And where's my host? Where's my host, Lime? I'm waiting for it. The German and American vaccines are the better ones currently. Oh, really? Oh, for COVID? For COVID? How do we know this? White chocolate and macadamia Cliff Bar is probably your Canadians. I said flavor and not flavor because I wanted to relate to you Canadians. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lime, for throwing in that extra vowel. It really endears me to you. Lime acting all tsundere. We know damn well he's a full-blown tsundere. Wait, what? Oh, yandere. Gee. Yandere is nothing like a tsundere though. Like, yandere is like always happy. Like, they're always happy. They seem almost like normal most times. And thank you, Lime, for that host. My point. He doesn't act. I don't know. He doesn't really come off as tsundere though. I'm tsundere in the streets and yandere in the sheets. Normal. Taco, chicken, cheese, and chocolate syrup. Wait, what? Do you put all these things together? Chocolate syrup on chicken and cheese? At quote. I will murder you. Whoa. Let's not be hasty now. You said you were gonna help me out. That doesn't sound very helpful. And the worst part is how similar his wake-up call was to Giselle's. I'm just kidding. And you know, I can get up on my own. Fair enough, I guess. Though, put yourself in my shoes for a sec. I came in and you were as still as a corpse. It startled me it startled me enough I took your pulse. You touched me while I was sleeping? It was fate, but it was there. That's wonderful news. They're handing out breakfast in the dining hall. You can go get a plate yourself if you want. It's just some bread and wine, though. Dining hall? There's quite the crowd, all the people here helping with the festival prep, so you should probably hurry if you want to get some. Hold on, I need a minute. My mind's still waking up. First off, I thought you said the church wasn't offering boarding at the moment, so why a dining hall? Ah, right, it's not, but they do still offer breakfast. For free, of course. I see. Now, what do you mean by festival prep? As I mentioned yesterday, the heart of the Harvest Festival is here at the church, but it's a city-wide event. There are all sorts of supplies that need to be purchased, decorations made and put up, that sort of thing. So we've got volunteers from the city here to help. I see. I believe today they're supposed to be putting up decorations outside the chapel, so the courtyard should be a bustle. The courtyard? Yeah. Less court, more yard, really. We passed through it on our way here yesterday? Oh, right. I think I know what you're referring to. So, as long as I'm here, I don't have much choice but to help with prep. I'd honestly rather set Morgana free right now, but the other two are bound to find out if either of us do anything too conspicuous. So, for now, I should stick to my routine, at least where people can see me. That would be the smart thing to do. Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you're planning on doing anything. If there's anything I can do to help, I will. I'll let you know. Okay, well, I should get going. See you later, I guess. Mel, do you know where I can find the nun? Her? She should be in the dining hall. Thank you. And the other two men? The Lord and his bodyguard? They're only around early mornings and nights, so I doubt either of them are here right now. Why only then? That's when we go up into the tower. Even though if they were on the property, you wouldn't be able to just walk up and talk to them. Especially not the Lord. Also, I don't keep track of where they go or what they do, sorry. I don't really want to know what they're up to. So I've kept my distance. Understandable. Thank you anyway. See you later. He's holding it together fairly well, all things considered. Finally resolving to do something about Morgana took a big weight off his shoulders, I'd guess. Oh, Giselle. Good morning, Michelle. Morning. It's a bit soon to be feeling relieved, I think. There's still work to be done before Mel can face Morgana. That first step is still a big one, though, at least for him. I suppose. Anyway, it sounds like the Lords are going to be difficult to make contact with, which is what I was afraid of. Our only opportunities are when he's here to feed Morgana. Mel did say he didn't keep close tabs on the two of them, so there might be more than just that. First priority is getting you fed, though. So off to the dining hall we go. Out of curiosity, did you sleep at all? I haven't been sleepy once since I became the maid. But I'm used to it, so don't worry about me. You said you see what I'm seeing there in the darkness, didn't you? That's what it looks like, at least. Which means when my eyes are closed, she has no light at all. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to sleep after all. I know what you're thinking, Michelle. And no, you're wrong. You need your sleep. You won't have the energy to do anything if you don't keep yourself well rested and nourished. You're right. We should get going. To the dining hall! Wait, what's going on in chat? I feel like I've missed a lot of things. Please rephrase. Thank you for that BS thick, fat, chunky, dump truck, host, lime. I'm dumb. Look at all this bloodied mess I've left behind here. Taco, I didn't have breakfast. Don't make me hungry. You can eat me. Okay, Orca, but not in a sexual way. I'm a cannibalistic yandere. But aren't you 10? 8. You don't have much meat on you. I prefer thick Asians like Taco. Me not thick, but me still yum. You're not ripe yet, Orca. I'll insert a GPS chip in you and wait till your flesh becomes more fermented. What? Actually, I just go tripe? What? Or I just got ripe? Got ripe. Well, Orca, don't be surprised if we wake up tomorrow missing a leg. Not Asian lime. Taco, I know you better than you know yourself. Okay. Shut up, I've already subbed. Okay. Nightbot's just trying to help me. I think you just threw down a gauntlet with Nightbot name. Don't throw your stinky balls at me. And now Taco is tag teaming. Well, you guys are fighting with my bot. Why? I make my way through the halls to the room with the fireplace, the area used as a living room, and the area currently serving as a dining hall. Sitting in the center of the room is a long table lined with bread and wine. Standing behind the table and handing out food to the long line of people is the nun. This being a church, no one is speaking especially loudly, but there's still an indistinct buzz hanging in the air as dozens of people whisper back and forth. The majority of people in the room look poor, like they genuinely need the assistance, but there are a handful of those who look more than well off. That's a lot more people than I was expecting. They don't turn anyone away. Which, as I recall from Morgana's account, really drained the church of everything it once had. Or it had once. They don't seem to be for want of supplies at the moment, though. I assume that's thanks to the Lord's patronage. Most likely, yes. In any event, I doubt we're getting anywhere near her in the mornings. She looks like she's got her hands full. That doesn't change the fact we need to speak with her. I'm going to try to squeeze past the crowd. What? Michelle, just wait a sec. Hey now. No cutting in line, young man. We've been waiting since dawn. Please let me through. I have business with the nun. I ain't letting you through just 'cause you told me to. This is important. No more important than any of our business. Our lives depend on this food. So get your tail back in the line. Here we go. What was her voice? This was Pauline. What seems to be the trouble? Could I ask for a moment of your time? I need to speak with you. Well, as you can see, I'm a bit occupied. I won't take much of your time, I promise. But it's very important you... Give it as a rest already, young man. Can't you see she ain't interested? Give me a hand getting this guy out of here, fellas. What? Wait. Just don't get rough, okay? Of course, our saintess. Pick it up, young man. You'll need some time outside to cool off. Marg, stop! Watch the hair! Not the hair. Not the hair! She's training for those VN games. Wait, what? Kitten, I know you want to prove to your preschool teachers you know how to read, but you don't have to enunciate every single letter. Jesus Christ! Wait, what? I'm enunciating? Isn't enunciating good? Lies! She's training for those VN games. Wait, VN, virtual nerd? Isn't Kitten's a real nerd? An RN? Or a registered nurse? Viscous Neanderthal? Oh. Your face is a nerd. I didn't know that was a game genre. Dang, I don't have enough time for doable talk. Damn it. I'm wearing glasses because my eye boo-boo. Because your eye is boo-boo? What happened to your eye? That sucks ass. Yeah, my eye hurt from sucking ass. How did you know? Oh my god. Ew, lime in glasses? I bet lime looks good in glasses. Taco and a strap on. Ew, what? I know, right? Lime went from 10 out of 10 to 0.5 out of 10. What? You guys don't like glasses? I know, you're the one who wanted me to put it on last night for you. Oh, boo. That went extraordinarily well. You know, Michelle, sometimes I can't decide whether you're calculated or reckless. And now I realize I never got that bread. We should wait and try to talk to the nun when she's not so busy. She has to have some free time during the day. You're right. What do you say we take a look around the mansion while we're waiting? Who knows? Maybe we'll run into someone else. Alright. Don't let it get to you. As Mel had said it would be, the mansion was packed compared to yesterday, and most everyone I saw appeared to be excited for the upcoming Harvest Festival. A number of them greeted me as we passed in the halls. They were so nonchalant about it, I wasn't even quite sure how to act. Or react. I was amazed that anyone, let alone multiple people, would treat me so normally, considering how far from normal I looked. There were a few surprised looks, of course, but no one called me a demon or an angel based solely on my appearance. Perhaps they were just used to seeing people of all different colors around the city, so they had an easier time accepting the way I looked. No matter what the reason, though, it was quite nice being treated normal. Couldn't they have been any lazier with that crop? Wait, what are you talking about, radio? The crop? After meandering through the mansion for a while, I make my way to the chapel. Despite knowing I have no way into the tower, part of me still wants to be near it, so I head around to the backside of the podium where the stained glass window towers over me. About the emote. Which emote? Which emote is lazy? Oh, the hollow one? Where they cut off her tail? Is that what you're mad about? That they cut off the tail? Yeah, it is a little bit of a lazy one. It's a little lazy. It's the same as I remember. I've always loved this window. It makes me feel like I've got an angel watching over me. Had I been given a different name, maybe I would feel the same. That said, I don't dislike it as much as I used to. Hehe, I'm glad to hear it. Off to the side, at the very back of the room, is the door leading to the observation tower. It's chained shut, so that's no surprise. The lock is the same one I saw back in the mansion. But the chains are just regular chains. They're not glowing with that awful black light, they're simply dull and gray. If only I had an axe, then we could just chop the door right down. I don't think an axe would help. If it were wood, maybe, but this is metal, and rather heavy at that. You never know. Hit it with enough and anything will break eventually. We'll be in chains ourselves long before we made it through this door. What are you doing there? Ah! What's the sword then? It's him! I was under the impression you and the Lord were only around mornings and nights. And why would you know that? Oops. Who are you? He's getting suspicious, Michelle. I'll take care of it. I'm a friend of Mel's. A friend of his? Does that surprise you? Never once have I seen a friend of his before. He has plenty of friends, I'm sure. No one has an opportunity to pay him a visit, that's all. Never mind the boy's social dealings. Was he the one who told you my schedule? That I work for the Lord? I've got to be careful of what I say here, or he's gonna start getting suspicious of Mel. I asked him. Asked him what? I heard some talk around town saying the Lord was seen coming in and out of this estate on more than one occasion. Naturally, that caught my attention. A lowly peasant like myself almost never has the opportunity to cross paths with the Lord. So, hearing he was a regular visitor here, I was hoping to have the honor of catching a glance at him. When I asked Mel about the Lord, he mentioned he had a bodyguard, which got me wondering what kind of person would someone so distinguished entrust his life to. Dig around too much, and you're liable to end up in the ground yourself. So he told you I was the Lord's bodyguard.
Was he not supposed to for some reason? No. It's true, I am his bodyguard. The question is, how did you know it was me? It wasn't difficult. You do rather stand out from the crowd. From Mel's description, I was able to recognize you almost immediately. If our roles were reversed, you would have similarly little trouble identifying me from a short description. The only thing distinct about me is my race. Where do you come from, if I may ask? Beyond the Silk Road. From the east, then. What country? Is that any of your concern? No, I'm just curious.
They have like similar voices. I don't know how to change up the source of spice.
Why is your hair white? Why is your eyes red? They're naturally that color. Is that so? Nature can be quite the ball and chain. Is it just me, or does it sound like he's sympathizing with you? It's hard to say. Honestly, I'm still having trouble reading him. Either way, it sounds like he bought your explanation. So it does, which is a relief. Now, what business do you have with this door? Ah. The door was not my objective. I came to look at the stained glass window. I happened to notice the door with an unusual lock off to the side, so I got curious and went to look at it up close. The area behind this pulpit is off limits. I was unaware. Maybe I'll have to put ropes up then. Why is it off limits though? Is that any of your concern? No, but the way you're talking about it has piqued my curiosity. Do you not know how to keep your nose out of places it doesn't belong? Get out of here, and don't come back. As you wish. Hold on. Yes? Your name? Michelle. Michelle. Almost the same as the angel there. That would be because I was named after him. I see. What an unfortunate name. I despise angels. May I ask what yours is? I have no name. I am a nameless Ronin. Or something. Heavy breathing. Taco gives chat fresh hot towels. Thank you. Thank you, Taco. It's been bugging me this whole time, but I definitely realized Michelle looks like Sephiroth. He kind of does. Sephiroth has blue eyes, though, I think. Blue eyes. But yeah, you're not wrong. Michelle has like long white hair and stuff, so. No, never mind. Farewell. Oh, wow, that was scary. He does not want anyone getting near that door, huh? I thought he was gonna pull his sword on you. I wonder, would I die if he tried to kill me? There aren't many people who get away from a blade like that, especially in his hands unharmed. You're probably right. Having already died once, the idea of doing so again feels wrong somehow. You managed to talk him down, though. I'm surprised. You're quite the accomplished liar, Michelle. Is that so? It's hard to believe that was the same awkward, stuttering Michelle I know and love. Am I really that much of a bumbling fool normally? I wonder what he was doing back there, though. It's well past dawn. Standing watch, presumably. With as many people as there are roaming about, he's probably worried about people like me getting near the door. I doubt he plans on spending much time anywhere else until the festival's over. And with him on guard, we've got pretty much no access to the door. I sure hope we can talk him over to our side. Mel was never an enthusiastic accomplice. His guilt is what allowed us to win him over and get him to confess everything. On the other hand, he's not likely to be so forthcoming. It all depends on how deep his ties to the nun are. Presumably she's the only reason he's involved. That said, we managed to communicate well enough. Are you still sore I called you awkward?
No, I don't mean me. I mean him.
What?
Oh. He was far from rational or coherent when he was living with you in the mansion.
You're right. He does seem like a completely different person here. Losing his memory in the shipwreck was probably what triggered his transformation into the beast. So, I guess this must be what he was like before that.
What he carries inside him is no different now than it was then. He's simply able to hold himself in equilibrium now. He's keeping a balance between his rational human side and his violent beast side.
He does somewhat remind me of Bestia during his short period of calm.
That or the glimpse we got of him on the ship while he was still a merchant. I would say that's probably closer to the man here now.
Huh? The ship?
You were the one who showed me the memory.
What? I have no recollection of that. Oh, yeah, you also mentioned seeing another woman's memories behind the second door, didn't you? From outside the mansion.
You didn't see them though, as I recall?
All I'm aware of is what took place within the mansion, as well as whatever Morgana felt like telling me.
Resonation.
What?
Nothing. Morgana mentioned something about me resonating. I don't know why I would be capable of such a thing, but because of that, what it allowed me to see, it's all but impossible for me to ignore the plight of those people. Anyway, the point is, however rational he may appear, we mustn't forget that this is not the whole picture. He is as much a killer in his life as he was in his next. He is a man of many faces. The gentleman he was around his lover, the brutal, merciless man he was on the ship, and the beast that lurks beneath it all. Everyone acts differently depending on who they're around, but there's something unsettling about how he does it. I do wonder what he meant when he said he had no name. As I recall, he was from somewhere off, or far, far away in the second door, and he looks Asian here too, so maybe he's from the same country? He said he crossed the Silk Road, so the eastern end of the continent, presumably. I wonder if he has the same name or not.
It was an unusual name. Oh, what was it? Ukulele.
No, that wasn't it. It was a eucalyptus, I believe. I get the feeling we're both wrong, and that I'm further off than her. It's not the kind of name we're used to hearing or saying.
Hopefully we'll be able to get it out of him.
Hopefully. But for the time being, we should go looking for the nun. I imagine she doesn't have her hands quite as full by now.
Probably not. To the courtyard we go, then.
Ayo! Flip stable, who ate all my beans? What's up, Scheme Pancake? How you doing?
Wow, the crowd just keeps on growing. Are they all helping with the decoration?
It would seem so. Preparation for the festival is in full force.
Ah, I found the nun. She's over there. She's got a bunch of people around her, though.
What should we do? I'll force my way through.
How about Plan B this time?
Plan B.
Michelle! Are you alright, Michelle? You went down pretty hard.
Oh, yeah, her voice,
Oh, you're such a weakling, dearest Michelle. I don't weigh that much. Not enough to knock you over jumping on your back.
You gave me no time to brace myself.
Pish posh, my Mel would have no problem catching me. And then he would have spun me around like a princess at a ball.
Unreasonable doesn't even begin to describe your expectations. Are you sure you should be running around like that? I thought you were in rather poor health.
Amazingly, I'm feeling pretty good, and I haven't even had any medicine today. Maybe because I cleared things up with Mel yesterday? I cried my eyes out last night, but I feel better now.
I'm glad to hear it.
They do say health is much more mental as it is physical. So you might keep getting better if you stay positive. Just don't push yourself. Hehe, why, thank you for your concern, my dearest Mel. Or Michael? Michelle? I can't get it right. You're right. Michelle! She's taking quite a liking to you. How do you like that? It's nice, isn't it? We're not sure how to act. Oh, just go along with it. You know you want to. I wish I could be there too. I want to pet that sweet little head of hers. What do you think she is, a cat? Now that she's opened up though, I will admit she is rather sweet. Oh, there you are, Nelly. Don't run off like that, you scared me. It's not my fault you lost sight of me, dearest Mel. I'll try to keep a better eye on you. So, you came to check out the courtyard, Michelle? You know, you really stand out from the crowd. You're so pale I could tell it was you from way off in the distance. I am well aware of how conspicuous I am. But everyone is acting so unconcerned, it's honestly kind of disconcerting. I can't say people don't think you look unusual, but no one's afraid of you or anything. Inky, you gonna hop on some Cold War later? What? Cold War? What are you talking about? Cold War? Cold War... It's not easy looking different from everyone else, is it? It comes with its disadvantages, yes. And she would have had to deal with the same thing. That's another thing I regret. I wish I could have treated her more like a regular person. I guess I just wasn't mature enough to accept her. Oh, Call of Duty? I don't even own this game, Call of Duty, and I've never ever played it before. Ugh, sorry, I'm getting like really yawny now. You spent much of your life in a very sheltered environment, so it's only human that you would have difficulty accepting something that didn't fit within your view of the world. That doesn't make you a bad person. Regardless, you did treat her like a regular person. That's the reason she accepted your invitations to go on walks. I guess. Question. You know what she looks like, right? I do. Well, what did you think the first time you saw it? I know that's not the most tactful question, but I thought nothing of it. I simply saw her as a person, as a girl. I see. Well, what do you know? It looks like I am a bad guy. And you're a right saint. No, I've simply seen much worse. You know, you kind of remind me of her. I do? I mean, you're much more personable than her, but oh, what's the word? It's not just the way you look. But there's something a little different than everyone else around you. About you. Like an aura or something, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm sorry if I offended you. I wasn't trying to insult you or anything. But I mean, like yesterday you were talking like a prophet. I'm almost beginning to think that maybe you really did see a vision from God. Enough with all the grown-up talk already. You lost me ages ago. Yeah, sorry. Who cares if Michelle is a saint or a prophet or the archangel himself? Michelle is my second brother. Besides, he doesn't look all that weird to me. The Saint Tess is probably just an ordinary girl too. I'm big enough now that I won't think badly of her no matter what she looks like. You are, yeah. Hehe, and when she's free and feeling better again, maybe we can get together and bake something. She'll forgive you, I'm sure of it. Oh, that was her. That was her voice. You know, maybe we shouldn't be talking about this so loudly. We wouldn't want anyone to overhear us. Oh, right. Sorry. But everyone's so busy prepping for the festival. I'm sure we're fine. Better safe than sorry, though. As you say, dearest Mel. So, Michelle, are you here to help with prep?
No, I was hoping I could find some time to talk with the nun.
With all the people coming and going, she's gonna have her hands full until the festival starts.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Is it that important you talk with her?
She may be able to give us information that could assist in acquiring the second key.
Are you up for some Cold War taco?
The second key? You're not saying she's involved too, are you? By my estimation, she doesn't know anything. She is, however, very much connected to the swordsman. Much like you acted to help your sister, I believe the man is his driving force. Or the nun is his driving force.
Are you serious? I find that hard to believe. I mean, she's such a loving, charitable woman, and he's, well, a savage brute. A murderer?
It has to be her, though. Have you ever seen the two of them acting particularly close?
Never. She's kind to everyone.
I've seen them talking once or twice, sure. But she wasn't acting any differently than she does around anyone else. It certainly didn't seem like they had anything going on.
Maybe they're hiding it? Surely there's something between them.
I would certainly presume so.
Nuns aren't allowed to be romantically involved, so they could be having secret trysts. A forbidden romance! How exciting! So you need to talk with her then, Michelle. Leave it to me.
You can do it?
Well, right now she's showing people how to make the decorations. Weaving straw into crowns and flowers and other things. I know how to make them too, so I can take her place teaching for a little while.
I appreciate it, but if anyone should be offering help, it's me.
There's a bunch of them already done, like over there, hanging off the tree branches.
I know has the codes. They're very intricately designed.
You'd have to be really good at weaving to make those, let alone teach other people how.
Oops.
You should take her up on her offer.
You're right. Your assistance would be greatly appreciated.
You got it. I'll let her know you want to talk. Just hold tight. And you, dearest Mel, are coming with me. You get to help make decorations.
I'm no good at this stuff, though.
Nope, you said you were coming and that's all there is to it. Or I said you're coming. With me as your teacher, you'll be a pro in no time.
Yeah, alright, you win. Let's go.
Nellie seems to be in good shape, and it doesn't look like last night caused any problems for them. I'm relieved.
Hopefully they can continue down this path.
They'll be fine, I'm sure.
I pray that they will be. Now, we should have a little time before the nun is available to talk, so I would really like to find some shade.
Is it pretty bright out today?
I thought you could see through my eyes. I'm gonna take a really quick break. I just gotta get up and walk around. I'm like, a little sleepy. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. The song is almost kind of like, I don't know. It's like sleep inducing. It's so like gentle. I can, yes, I can see what's going on, just not as clearly as you. Not enough to tell how strong the sun is, for example. I see. Are you alright? I'm fine. I say, but the backs of my eyes are starting to hurt. 2 days now with hardly a cloud in sight. Poor albino Michelle. Yeah. Okay, so why isn't it loading anything? I should save.
Ah, there you are. I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long.
No, no worries. I apologize for pulling you away from your duties at such a busy time.
After that little surprise this morning, I figured you must really have something you want to say.
I do, something very important. And if possible, I would like to discuss it with you somewhere more private.
Let me guess, you're going to propose to me? No, you should know better than that. I am a servant of God, the Father. He is the only companion I am permitted to have.
No, I just want to...
I know, I'm kidding. I just wanted to tease you a bit. I can't be away for very long though, alright?
I will do my best to keep it short.
Okay, let's head inside and find a room then.
After you. May I ask you something, Giselle?
What? Yes, what is it?
Is there something about me that makes people want to tease me?
No, not at all. What would ever give you that idea?
If you say so. I like the way how she just smiled.
Alright, you have my undivided attention. Make yourself comfortable and speak whenever you're ready. I am here to help those in need. My ears are at your service. The good, the bad, the ugly. Tell me anything and everything.
You're a nun. You should probably be a little more particular with your conversation topics.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I actually want to talk to you about you rather than myself.
About me?
You or the people you associate with, I suppose. Are you acquaintances with that Asian swordsman?
The Lord's bodyguard? I mean, I know of him, but I can't say I know terribly much about him. What?
I was under the impression you were quite intimate with him.
Did someone tell you we were?
No, that was just the feeling I had.
Remember, I am a nun. Whatever you think you saw, you were probably imagining. I'm not allowed to give any man special treatment, let alone be intimate with one.
There's something between you two, though?
What do you mean, something between us? Maybe you should try telling her what we know about him here? His primary motivation is to keep her church running after all.
Is he not here to keep this church, your church, in operation?
Is he... what? Did he tell you he was...
He did.
Oh, really? That's a little... No, that's quite surprising. I hardly ever see him talking to anyone. Are you friends with him?
Perhaps acquaintances would be a better word.
Ah, well, he seems to be a nice enough fellow.
Are you really not close with him at all?
Nope. So, if he told you he was trying to protect this church, it would have to be out of a sense of gratitude. Nothing more.
Gratitude for...
A while back, he was in a pretty bad place in life, so I gave him some food. This was when I wasn't all the way out here, but at a church in the city.
There were other nuns there too, as I recall.
Right, so we served as an orphanage, so it was us and a ton of children. I've since fallen out of touch with them, though. But as servants of God, it is our responsibility to offer assistance to those in need, which is exactly what I did for him. No special treatment. I just did the right thing. So whatever you think you saw between us, there's nothing there.
You're Pauline, though, aren't you?
No, my name is Marie.
Marie? How can that be? How could she not be her? Oh no, plot twist. I thought it was Pauline as well. And they all have kept their names so far, I think. Well, I mean, Mel and Nellie did.
Marie? That sounds a lot like a name we heard behind the third door.
Oh, Marie. Yeah, Maria.
But I don't think they're the same person.
I concur. There's no guarantee everyone's name has to be the same. Mel's and Nellie's were, which just made us all think they all would be.
That's true.
And on the subject of assumptions, it's possible her connection to the swordsman is also a flawed one. Because again, all we have to go on is Mel and Nellie. Although in Morgana's story, I'm pretty sure he said something along the lines of doing what he did to keep her church running. Was he not referring to this woman?
I should get back down to the courtyard then. Nellie won't be able to handle everything on her own. It would be great if you could help with the preparations too.
1 second.
Hmm?
There's absolutely nothing going on between you?
Why can't you accept the answer I've given you? I don't like being so blunt, but you're really overstepping your bounds. I said there's nothing, and there's nothing.
What do I say? If she leaves now, it won't be easy getting another chance to talk to her. Will I be able to get him to tell me his story without having her on my side, though? Will I be able to get his key?
Maybe you could try talking to him with Mel there? The two of you together could convince him to give up the key.
When I encountered his shadow in the mansion, he told me that if I'd mentioned the key to him in the past, he would have cut my head from my shoulders on the spot.
Then maybe we should try to find the Lord first instead.
I think I'll try to shake her up. Take a leap of faith on there being something between them.
Happy now? I really should get going.
Hold on, just one last thing.
Yes?
Would it be possible for you to grant me access to the observation tower?
The tower? Why?
Because the Lord and his bodyguard are keeping someone imprisoned at the top of it.
What?
They've locked up a girl with miracle blood.
What happened? Hello? Well, I don't know. I don't have no idea when you left.
Also, I just noticed this Katie Peggy was giving out head pats for everyone. But thank you for the head pats.
You can't expect me to like summarize the story every time you leave.
You have the VODs. You had the VODs.
It's not very appropriate to joke like that.
I'm not joking. The medicine you are handing out is real human blood.
What proof do you have?
I have someone else who can corroborate my story.
And what proof do you have that they're telling the truth?
When you hear what he has to say, you will know. But the greatest proof is his key.
Sorry, but there's no way I can believe someone's being imprisoned here. Your claims are an affront not only to the good people who give their time, money, and hard work for this church, but to God himself.
Open the door and you can see for yourself.
I can't. I don't have the keys.
And does that not seem the slightest bit unusual to you? Does that not make you think that they may be hiding something?
No, because I know what's being kept in the tower.
You know?
The observation tower is the Lord's personal property. He stores his money and valuables there because the church is less likely to be broken into than his manor.
That sounds like a really piss poor excuse. It's like, you go up to this church, you're like, I'm gonna keep my shit here. Yeah, because you guys are less likely to get broken into. Okay, yep. So I'm just gonna lock this up here.
Hello, you little adorable fluff of cuteness, sweetness. No you times two.
Is this gonna be like a no you? You guys should get a broom. His money?
Even thieves fear God, so you can understand why he would want to keep his property here.
Does that actually make sense though? If he's so afraid of thieves, surely he can afford to hire guards.
He doesn't like keeping guards around.
Why not?
Haven't you heard? There have been several failed assassination attempts. The Lord is not a bad man. He can just be rather aggressive in his work, which has a tendency to make a man enemies. Some of whom want to see him dead, and keeping his wealth at hand only increases that risk. Now, are you satisfied?
Insist all you like, but he's not keeping the money at the tower. He's got a
Are you after the Lord's wealth? Is that what this is all about? What? Again, I don't like being so blunt, but who do you think I am more likely to believe? The Lord who has been supporting me in this church? Or you, who showed up out of nowhere demanding me to open the door? I'm telling the truth. There's a dying girl in that tower. I'm sorry, and I don't want to do this, but if you keep this up, I'm gonna have to call the guards. I really must be going now. The swordsman, he helped imprison the girl in the tower so he could get the money necessary to keep your church up and running. With your help, we could stop this. Take some time to cool off. No, she didn't believe him. Sup, cute little doggy, how are you doing? Long time no see. What you up to, man? I don't know, what do you think, Radio? Should we get ourselves a room? No. No. Just flat out no. Would it have killed her to be a little more open-minded? I really hope she considers the possibility we're telling the truth even just a little bit. Is she so defensive because she trusts the Lord that much? Or is her trust in the swordsman? Or maybe it's simply because she doesn't trust me. I think I'll head back to the courtyard. I need some time to consider our next move. That's a good idea. And there might be something Mel and Nellie can do to help too. Perhaps. We need an entire palace. Wow. Wow. With the nun denying any involvement with the swordsman and him being so inscrutable, I find myself at a complete loss as to how to go about crossing the wall standing in the way of getting the truth out of him. My mind brings me back to the events of the second door, the most savage of the three tragedies. The things he did were undeniably inhuman, which makes me wonder if his perspective on these events would have any influence on Morgana's perception of him. If at all, a positive influence seems the less likely. Was he man or was he beast? If nothing else, he wanted to be human in the beginning. What was it that he truly desired? If he hadn't been under Morgana's curse, would he have been wanted to be the same killer he was? Blinding sunlight drags me from my thoughts. A radiance brighter, more intense than any I've been under today. Or rather, it's probably more my mind interpreting it that way because my eyes can't handle anymore. In a matter of moments, all I can see is white. Michelle? Are you alright? I feel a sharp pain like someone's yanking at the back of my eyes. I'm fine. I just need some shade. Giselle's voice fades away. Ugh. From somewhere I think I can hear her calling my name, but instead of sound, all that reaches me is more pain. Enki, this game is infinite. Save yourself. Uninstall. No. We've gotten this far, dude. You want me to uninstall after... Oh, God. How many hours have I put into this game? Steam says 42 hours. 42 hours. So my estimate of 50 hours isn't too far off, honestly. I think we'll hit the 50-hour mark by the time we hit the end. And the world starts tilting toward me. No, not the world. It's me who's falling. Okay, fine, you strong. What's it? I did another visual novel playthrough, Chaos Child. That one took out like 95 hours, I think, collectively, over streams. Because it had so many different endings and whatnot, so it was a pretty long, dedicated playthrough. I'm not at the mansion. Although, that game has voice acting in it, so it wasn't as, like, you know, doesn't take as much out of me, whereas this game is just, like, pure reading. Where am I? Everything's distorting. Wait, okay, what was her voice? You're awake. Morgana? What are you doing here? Does my appearance disturb you? That is to be expected, I suppose. I am hardly what you would call attractive, after all. Morgana. How do you know my name? How do I know your name? I came to save you. Where is this? Aren't you in the... Huh? What just happened? I tried to say observation tower, and my voice completely disappeared. Where is this? I'm not sure how you couldn't know. This is the witch's cottage by the lake. I found you unconscious outside my door, so I presumed you came here in search of my herbal medication? Unconscious? Outside her door? Your arm. What? This is before she lost her arm. Does that mean I've traveled even further into the past? Or could this be... You must get yourself away from this place, Morgana. Better yet, escape to another country entirely. Where did that come from? I have no means of survival if I leave. In that case, beware of two men who will come to visit you. You must not open the door for them. What do you mean? They're a blank pair boy and a bleh. So I guess you can't tell her or warn her. I wish I knew how to read. That's okay. That's okay, Skiing Pancake. I could read to you. That's what we're doing here. Why do I lose my voice for all the important details? Is this really the cottage by the lake? Take a look out the window and see for yourself. There's nothing there. Nothing outside the window. No, that's not exactly right. Inky reading for your ASMR. You mucked up. You mucked up. You mucked up, Radial. A reddish-black fog churns beyond the window. A pretty lake, is it not? Not that I have any place talking about pretty. Now I understand. This isn't the real world. It is your world, then. Morgana? Or is it a world within our dreams? May I ask who you are? I once spent much time at your side. This is also very strange. It is always you who is talking to me, and now you don't even know my name. Shall we talk for a bit, Morgana? If you're going to try to convince me to leave, I won't have it. And please watch what you say. There's something very unsettling about your choice of words. As you wish. In that case, let's talk about it ourselves. For so long, I fought to fend off the things you said. Not because I had any particular dislike for you, but because I was afraid of how entrancing the sound of your voice was. I was empathized with the feelings seething through your words, and that understanding almost allowed them to consume me. There was a mysterious magnetism to your voice, and as emotionally unstable as I was at the time, I couldn't possibly have withstood giving into it. You're saying my voice is unpleasant? Not at all. It was beautiful. Frighteningly so. I wanted to try again. I want you to tell me about yourself. The things you see and feel. I'll not be telling you or anyone else about myself. Because they would have to be inhuman to empathize with you. In that case, we can start with me instead. Honestly, I don't want to talk about myself either, because it makes me feel pitiful, worthless. It's a story I would rather pretend never happened. And it's not a story I can tell just anyone. But you can tell me? Indeed. I was born into the world female. What? From a young age, being a girl felt somewhat wrong. And as I grew older, my body developed like a boy's. Not entirely, though. My body is incomplete. I am missing one thing every man is supposed to have. The change drove my mother to madness and she hid me away, for I was unfit to be in the presence of others. That was when I was 14 years old.
and that marked the end of any semblance of normalcy in my life. Morgana, you once told me that our fates were decided before birth, both yours and mine alike. I spent my whole life rejecting that notion, insisting I was a normal person, fighting to prove I was indeed male. But now that it's all over, I think you were right. My fate was always set in stone, and perhaps if I had stopped trying to fight it, if I had shut up and accepted it, I could have lived a longer life. I could have not left Giselle behind. Do you regret your choice? No, I do not. No matter what it could have been, I had to hold my ground. I had to keep shouting, because if I hadn't, it wouldn't have rendered my very existence meaningless. Or it would have rendered my very existence meaningless. No matter what misfortune this decision may have brought, I must not regret it. Everyone has some principle, some belief, some fundamental aspect of themselves they must always stand in unwavering support of. Or perhaps must not lose sight of would be a better way to put it. For if we do, we lose sight of ourselves. For most people, these beliefs have probably been internalized so deeply that they aren't even aware they hold them. But what we carry inside us is unique. Difficult for other people to understand, to accept, forcing us to walk a path of solitude and persecution. I believe you generally do have miraculous powers. And who knows, maybe your blood is special too, but I think your real power lies in your voice, and its ability to enchant anyone who hears it. But it was something you were born with, not something you asked for. Was it not? I am a saint, and the daughter of God. That is the lot I was given, and that is the path I must walk. If I stray from that path or stop walking, I will no longer be myself. It would make me worthless. We mustn't lament the solitude we were dealt. Maybe not, but I think that if either of us had had someone, even one person who accepted us, it would not have caused us to see the world in a much different light. I know you had people like that, who treated you like a regular girl. But they're gone now, and you never leaned on their memory. It comes back to me from time to time, but even then they were different than me. They were so full of kindness, so very human, and while they taught me to experience their joy, not even they could change what I ultimately am. I left my humanity behind far too early in life. And what about you? Do you have anyone special? I do. And do they treat you like a normal person? She does. However, you still know that you're different, and you can't fit in with everyone else. That you're abnormal. You do, don't you? I am very conscious of that fact. That is on a fundamental level. I am still gray, and that so long as I am who I am, that will always be so. Nevertheless, her acceptance allowed me to step into the path she walked. A path wide enough even for me, despite my abnormality. You are, I expect, only half right about that. You're a man capable of making compromises for everything to turn out all right. Oh, that's very sweet of you to make that wish. I will observe your wish, and I hope so too. What a strong spirit enough to try to walk this path of humanity. Or wait, with a spirit strong enough to try to walk the path of humanity, while still being an outsider to it. I could never do that. Someone could be standing there, some ordinary but incredibly kind and accepting person, holding their hand out for me. And I don't think I could take it. Because I know that if I do, it would only bring more pain. So if I am to take anyone's hand, it must be someone inhuman. Someone fundamentally abnormal. And not just mentally or emotionally, but on a deeper level. Morgana, maybe you.
Maybe you could do it. Maybe you could understand even the tiniest bit of my fate. You could do that, couldn't you? Then do it. Understand me. Empathize with me. Take some of the weight off my back. Morgana. I have every intention of doing anything I can. But you have to understand, I am not from this time, Morgana. I cannot promise you I will be around much longer. So instead, take as much time as you need to find someone who will love you. And with them, slowly bring yourself back onto the path of humanity. Think he's being lewd? What? Stop eavesdropping my wish is rude. How can I stop eavesdropping? You're the one using my points to buy him wishes. You're being lewd. How am I being lewd? I'm just reading here. I'm just reading exactly what's here. It will not be easy, I know. Constant fear of the looks people give you, dreading the things they think and feel about you, terrified of the thought they might abandon you at any moment, all ever-present anxiety about whether you're able to fit in with them. But I know you can do it. I know you can bring yourself back to a place you can love, like what you had 4 years ago. You really are. Michelle. You may think talking to my past self can change something, but you're sorely mistaken. Nothing of the girl you see there remains. Poke and prod at the past all you like. It won't change anything, my dear. It's all too far gone to have any effect. Michelle! Michelle, are you there? Are you alright? Get up, Michelle, please. Oh, thank goodness you're awake. Did I pass out? Ah, you're awake. Are you okay? Did you hit your head? Nellie. You gave everyone a big scare, dearest Michelle. All of a sudden you were just on the ground. Were you feeling unwell? Creepy Mrs. Creepy. Later peoples. Alright, see you in another box, but thanks for hanging out. I don't know if I'm gonna last for very long here. I'm like, ugh. My energy's like dissipated. I don't know where it all went. It just like fizzled out of me. I give with the energy. Yeah, it's like I'm like I want a nap. Okay, I'll try and put a little more into it though. Okay, you guys. For you guys, dance. How about let's go with this similar. I think I might need to. This gets energy. No, I just have a natural sensitivity to sunlight. I apologize for any concern I caused you. Sorry for worrying you too, Giselle, and for that rather shameful display. No need to apologize. Like you said, you're sensitive to sunlight. I'm just glad you're alright, Michelle. If anything, I should be the one apologizing for putting so much pressure on you. I had no idea it was so bright out. As long as you're not sick or anything. So, you're feeling better now? My head still hurts a little, but yes, I'm fine. What time is it? Almost supper time. Which means I better get back to the cottage. Was I really out that long? At least you woke up before supper. I should get going though. See you tomorrow, Michelle. Good night, Nellie. Tomorrow is the day before Morgana is supposed to die. Our time is limited enough as it is. That said, Giselle, I saw Morgana. What do you mean? How? I don't know if it was in the world of her creation or simply a dream, but I was in it. But in it I spoke with Morgana when she was still alive. What was she like? Not like the Morgana we know now, not someone who seems to feed off hatred. So she really was a saint in life like Mel described her. Though I got the impression being a saint was more like a chain around her ankle, the only way she was able to derive meaning from her life. Oh god, this can kill some epileptic viewer. I'm just gonna stare at it for some energy now. as if a wiggling gif could give you energy. Not to mention the utter sense of solitude brought about by the knowledge that no one like her could ever come into her life. Did it work? Huh? Huh? Let's go with placebo effect. Mildly worked. I see for that one. I can barely see that the cat's patting his tummy, so it just looks like a big white blob. This looks like a big white blob. Let's go with what about this nervous energy with Temmie? There we go. That's kind of funny seeing a bunch of Temmies wiggling. Oh, that's a cool pattern. Do you think she wanted to break free from the chains then? Even if she were able to, she would never be able to return to anything resembling normal. Much like I will never have a normal body. Although... Oh, you're awake. That's good. What, you came to check up on me? Don't act so surprised. I'm plenty capable of showing concern for others. That said, no, that's actually not why I'm here. He looks pale. I know you're not feeling well, but if you're up to it, would you mind joining me for supper? I don't know why you would make such a big deal about asking me to... He's the one asking. I think he's getting suspicious. I see. I apologize for not handling my encounter with him better. Don't be. If he was sure I was playing him, I wouldn't be here. So don't blame yourself. Though, I would still appreciate it if you came. Absolutely. Turning him down would only give him more reason to be suspicious. True enough. I'll do my best not to let anything slip. You try and do the same, alright? Of course. Well, let's get going then. Could the nun have told him what I said to her? Whatever this is about, we don't want to keep him waiting. Be on your guard. I will. You know, you could just Control V and hold Control C, right? But that spam clicking is adorable. Yes, I know how to copy paste. Jesus Christ. I can't believe you just like mansplained me how to copy paste, even though I have been copy pasting well before you were ever born into this world, radio. When you were but still a fucking sperm in your dad's pants. Where did that line come from? I can't remember. That was a distinct line from somewhere. No, now it's gonna bug me. Because I remember that particular line from somewhere. It's some show or something or a movie. It was just funny. Oops, I was supposed to read that. Who said that? Here he is. I see that. I've been waiting. I saved you a couple seats, so go on, sit down. Should I just give him an Asian accent? I feel like that would be offensive a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna click. I'm gonna click. Hello, hugs Omni.
Here, donuts for everybody. Oh, I reached my character limit. Oops. Oh, what happened in there? The reason why I don't use the keyboard is because the keyboard is positioned in a way that, like, you know, makes me not want to reach for it. So the mouse is just easier. I'm playing the game using the mouse, so that's why. That's my reason for spamming with the mouse. Oh, this is like this music's different actually, guys. Let us enjoy some of this music. It's like intrigue music. The keyboard is pushed forward to allow space for snacks. No, actually, I have to have the keyboard in front of my mic because I use the mic. What did you say? You want it louder? Dang it. This should be okay, right? Ish. It was a new track. I wanted to listen to it. Okay. No, I had the keyboard pushed forward because I don't have a mic boom arm. So I have my mic sitting on top of my desk. So I had to have a spot in front of me. So this means I had to push the keyboard further away from me than I normally would have it without the mic being there, you know. This beautiful music. Did you know that all the soundtrack in this game was specifically written for the game in mind? Short arms. Got it. I mean, that's not untrue. I am very short, so this means all my limbs are shorter. You know, at least they're proportional with my height. But that does mean shorter arms, yes. This is a very somber looking dinner. Like, look, this guy's like all looking sus at us. And Mel's all like, I don't know what to say about this. The music was made specifically for the game. Awesome. Yes. This is unbearable. What's the matter, Mel? You've hardly touched your food. Lost your appetite? Should I try giving him an Asian accent? I don't know what to do for his voice. I've never been a very big eater. No? Then why don't you give the rest to your friend here? It's a bit bland, but it's passable. Wouldn't you say? This pressure is nothing if not overwhelming. How does he expect anyone to eat with air so tense? And Mel refuses to look even at him. Considering he's the reason Mel's involved in this at all, I can understand not wanting to make eye contact. Or even be in the same room. Are you not going to eat either? Don't worry, there's no poison in it. The thought never even crossed my mind. Why would you think I would be concerned about my meal being poisoned? It was only a joke. I don't see the Lord anywhere. He's gone back to his manor. I thought you were his bodyguard. He is a lord. He has more than one guard. Why did you invite us to supper? Is there any reason I shouldn't have? There are plenty. Such as? Like, I imagine anyone would feel a bit overwhelmed dining with the Lord's personal bodyguard. Like that. In fact, I'm surprised you two knew each other at all. Inky, you want to try this sandwich my friend made? Is it moldy? Is it another sandwich he sent to you in the mail? and got moldy again? If so, then no. I think I'm good. I think I am good for my sodium allottage. Thank you. From mold sources. Yep. You haven't told us this meant anything, have you, Mel? Nothing. All I told him was that you were the Lord's bodyguard. I see. You want to know what kind of terms we're on? What? We're accomplices. Such a shame this was how your reunion had to turn out. You finally get to see him again, only to learn he's a criminal. Wait, what are you... What crimes might you be referring to? Take a guess. What sort of atrocities do you think we're committing? What is he doing? Why would he tell you that? He wants to gauge my reaction, I assume. I have to choose my words carefully. I can't say too much, but I won't get anywhere saying nothing either. How should I handle this? I have no idea. All I am asking you to do is guess. Just say the first thing that comes to mind. You're putting me on the spot, telling me my friend is a criminal, and asking me to guess his crime. Do you honestly think we would get any sort of answer out of me? You make a fair point. Then allow me to change the question. If you found out a friend of yours was a criminal, would you still be able to be their friend? That question makes you uncomfortable too? Consider it a sort of sideshow to liven up our meal. Don't take it too seriously. It would depend on if they feel guilty about what they've done, and if they have any intention of making penance for their crimes. And Mel, well, he's someone who would be ashamed of any wrongdoing he might or might not have participated in. I see. What about you? If you had done something you knew to be wrong, would you be ashamed? Would you make penance? Maybe, maybe not. You have one hell of a friend here, Mel. Michelle? That was your name, wasn't it? Do you have any other friends? I don't have many, no. Any in this land? No, why do you ask? I don't have any friends here either. Or maybe I never had any at all. Maybe he wants to be your friend, Michelle. Somehow I doubt that. Yeah, I guess not. Any family? I left home some time ago. Are they too far to visit regularly? Why do you want to know? I am similar situation myself. I thought it might be nice to find some common ground. I find it difficult to take him at his word. So, you made the long journey all the way out here so you could see him? That I did. This is just a small detour in his travels. That's what you told me, isn't it? That's right. How very gracious of you to go so far out of your way for him. Oh, and Mel, I have a question for you as well. What kind of question? Think of it like a little game. You're standing on the edge of a cliff. On your left is your sister. On your right, him. They're both about to fall. You can only save one of them. Whose hand do you grab? Surely this isn't the first time you've heard this scenario proposed. It's not real. It's just hypothetical. Don't take it so seriously. Come on, it's just a game. You know that, right? You don't need to answer. As he said, I am only here to meet him, or see him. When I heard there was going to be a festival, I requested permission to remain until then. If that displeases you for any reason, I apologize. But hypothetical or not, a question like that makes it uncomfortable for everyone involved. Or are you trying to make him feel cornered? Not at all. It was merely a question. I never meant to make him uncomfortable.
My apologies. Now I suppose I should take my leave, and it seems my presence makes it hard to enjoy the food. Relax, I am not staying here tonight. I won't get in the way of your reunion anymore. You said you would be here until the Harvest Festival? They're supposed to be putting on quite the impressive event. Nailing that voice. What is like Asian accent? No, it's a finely aged grilled cheese sandwich. Very good source of protein. In that case, maybe. Look forward to it. May I ask you one thing before you go? What do you think of the nun? Are you very close to her? I am not close to anyone. Leaves. So, yeah, thank you. I was hoping to handle it better than that. But I just can't seem to keep it together around him. I'm really sorry. I can hardly blame you. Thanks. There's something really unsettling about him. I can't say I disagree. What was the deal with that question anyway? The cliff one? Yeah. I think it's best if you don't linger on it. Any way you look at it, he had to be... Never mind. Anyway, keep your eye out. You probably want to be extra careful tonight. After all, I'm scared he might be up to something. There's no saying where he actually went. I'm with Mel. I have a bad feeling about what he might do. After a conversation like that, you'd be crazy not to be on alert. That would be wise, yes. I plan to head straight back to my room. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Do you really think we'll be able to get his key? I still can't bring myself to believe there's anything between him and the Saintess. And the Lord's pretty much always inaccessible. Does the Lord say anything when you're all together? Such as... anything at all. Something to give me some idea what kind of person he is. Sorry, I've got nothing. I usually keep my mouth shut when I'm with them and they hardly talk to each other either. I see. Sorry. I'm pretty sure you've already heard this, but the Lord's an incredibly suspicious man. I'm not sure he's capable of trusting anyone at all, so it's not really a situation where I can go up to him and ask him about his personal life. After several failed assassination attempts, among other things, he's just grown to be suspicious of everyone around him. If someone's walking up to him and he even thinks they might try something, that's all it takes for him to have them beheaded. Excuse me. As a person, his reputation's awful, but he has done a ton to improve the city's economy. So the merchants and artisans thinks he's alright. And out of curiosity, what is the Lord's name? Huh? Oh, you don't know that either? His name is Jean-Francois Barnier. What? That name doesn't fit him at all. Not one bit. He does not look like a Jean-Francois. Could that mean he's not the Lord then? No, the Lord is the only other person who did enough to earn Morgana's wrath and be on the receiving end of her reconstruction wish. It has to be him. But between this and the nun being named Marie, things are starting to get a bit muddled. Hold on a second. I think I've heard the name Barnier somewhere. There was a diary in the library when I lived in the mansion, as I recall, written by someone named Barnier. Actually, now that I think about it, the same diary also showed up in Mel's next life. In it, he was complaining about not having gotten the larger of the family estates. And a bad harvest, I think. This was one of the books your family sent you, right? Actually, that was the one book they didn't. It was already in the library when I arrived. You think he could have written it? Whoops. And here I thought it was just the scribblings of a disgruntled noble.
If the book really is that old, I'm amazed it was in such good condition for so long. We can't be more than 100 years behind our own time, so it's not inconceivable it would still be in good condition or shape then. But Mel came back hundreds of years after that. It's almost like it was frozen in time. You know, I think time actually may have stopped during the times the mansion wasn't present in the living world. I kept it clean, yes, but only one person going around dusting wouldn't be enough to keep it from falling into disrepair over hundreds of years. Just what on earth is that mansion? Is it also a part of Morgana's miracle? What's the matter? You've just been standing there staring off into space. Having an imaginary conversation with my girlfriend, thank you very much. Oh, sorry, I just got lost in thought. You seem to do that a lot, just go off into your own world. I swear, you've got to be more absent-minded than me. That's not important though, I guess. Anyway, so I've been trying to think of ways that can help him, but sorry, I haven't been able to come up with anything. It's fine. I'm simply glad to have you on my side. Sure. Well, I should get back to my room. If you have any good ideas, let me know. I will. I should head back too. I know we don't have much time, Michelle, and that concerns you, but try not to agonize over it too much. Sorry. After how well yesterday went, it just feels like we've come to a screeching halt. Honestly, I'm having trouble processing everything. How about for now, we just focus on the immediate issues? I suppose. To start with, we're gonna have to want to talk to the nun again tomorrow. We might have an easier time of it if we brought Mel or Nellie along. She'd probably be more inclined to believe us about the observation tower if it came from them. That might work. Though it presents another potential problem. What if she doesn't believe them? It could put the two of them at risk. And there's also the chance she's not involved with the swordsman at all, as she claims. In which case, convincing her doesn't get us any closer to getting the truth out of him. Maybe it would be better to approach it from the Lords? Did you hear that? It came from over by the window. Maybe it's a cat. I'll go check. Eek! Uh-oh. Stuff is happening. Grah! Damn it! There's someone in there. It's a ghost! There's a ghost out there! Get away from the window! Hurry, you don't want it to possess you! Calm down. Your screams startled me far more than anything. How am I supposed to calm down? We have to go find Mel and get another room. We can't stay in this one any longer, no way! Please don't clip that. Wasn't that funny, was it? I don't think it was a ghost. In fact, I'm going after them. What? No, you can't be serious. Michelle? I'm pretty sure they went this way. Let's go back to the mansion. You're chasing a ghost. You're out of your mind. You know, now that I think about it, she's essentially a ghost herself, afraid of another ghost. This is true. I think I saw movement in the bushes over there. Is this the one? Gah! You found me! Oh my god, what is with this outfit, guys? Hello? Hello, nurse. This dress looks like it's falling off of her. Ah, is that who I think it is?
Be a good boy and pretend you never saw me, got it? I'm off.
Hold on.
Go after her.
Yeah, that is Maria. Stop, please. I want to talk to you.
You stop. Why are you chasing me? For the record, I wasn't breaking in for nefarious reasons, so you don't need to take me to the guards.
I'm not going to report you. All I want to do is talk.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Well, I do, so please stop.
What's your deal anyway? You some kind of creep?
No.
How the hell's a man chasing a woman down a dark road not a creep?
As if you look any less conspicuous.
Screw off and stop chasing me, damn it.
Then stop running.
Is someone there? Perfect. Help! Please! I'm being chased by a strange man.
What are you?
He's gonna do terrible things to me.
Wait, is it the nun and then she switched off quickly into that?
It's as bad as it looks.
It's worse.
What's going on here?
Wait a minute, don't do anything rash. I can explain. I'm completely innocent.
Maria?
Well then.
Things are starting to look better for us. Or things are suddenly looking better for us.
So it would seem.
What are you doing here, Maria? Wait, is that you, Pauline? What? They know each other? And she called her...
Ah. So I was right. That is your name.
That is my earthly name. It is not who I am now. I am Marie. I no longer go by that name. Marie? That's your name? That's a fucking laugh. Are you joking? I am not. And that outfit, you become a nun or something? That part of the gig?
This looks like a mediocre porno VN now, and you would have experience with this radio. How?
That's why you keep calling yourself Marie, huh? Name suits you a hell of a lot better than me. But Virgin Mary's namesake grows up to be a whore, while sweet little Pauline grows up to be a genuine Virgin Mary. What do you say? Want to take my earthly name and I'll take yours? You don't have to be so crude. This seems like it could go south, or this seems like it could go south very quickly. That reminds me, I heard word there was a saintess or whatever at the church here. That you? A saintess, huh? That's just what people call me. I don't actually consider myself a saint. Pure as ever, I see. If it were me, I would let them put me up on that pedestal, bask in their worship for a while. Oh, that's Maria. Oops. Then swipe all the ties and get the hell out. You're unbelievable, Maria. Oh, I'm just kidding. Don't take what I say so seriously. What did you come here for, Maria? That's what whores do. We come and go. We are anywhere and everywhere, and then we're gone. You do realize this is a church, right? I know. Sacred ground, no place for a dirty old prostitute like me. I'm going to hell, yeah. I didn't say that. I would prefer you refrain from working on church property. I was on my way out, in fact. But then that white-haired dude came after me. I do believe you tried breaking into my room first. What? You keep your mouth shut. You tried to break in? What for? What's it matter what for? I'm a whore. Maybe someone hired me. Or maybe I came to pillage the tithe box? What is it, Lord? Is that who you came to see? Haha, huh? Why would you assume the Lord of all people? There are plenty of other men in need of my services. I thought there might be something between you two. Am I crude? Sure. Very crude. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna give up here. I'm just I'm too tired. My energy level is like bleh. Bleh. Maybe I'll stream later tonight. I'll definitely be more awake. Definitely be more awake. No, 5 more minutes. I'm like struggling. I'm like struggling right now. You know how like every time there's a pause, that's just me like, ugh. I'll give hugs. What if I don't want hugs? What if I want bits? Just saying we're boring. What if I want hugs? Or bits. There's nothing between us. Fine, I'll go 5 more minutes. That'll put me at like 2 hours and 45 minutes. Everyone's denying their connections to each other. So, since you're here, Maria, do you want to stop by my place for a bit? So you can grill me about what I'm here for? No, I will admit I'm curious, but if you don't want to talk about it, I won't try and force you. We just haven't seen each other in so long. I'm sure we've got plenty to catch up on. Come on, surely you can stay for tea at least. They don't call you the Saintess for nothing, huh? You'll even invite a whore into your house for friendly chit-chat. I wish you'd stop calling me that. You're an old friend who I haven't seen in years. It's only natural to want to catch up, is it not? They're old friends. Not sure that exactly applies to us, you know. But sure, why not? Though, to tell you the truth, I have no idea what the hell we'd even talk about, so I'll agree to come on one condition. White-haired here comes with. Who, me? You can't let this opportunity go. Now that we know the nun is Pauline, we might be able to get more out of her. That's fair, but still. I'm not sure how comfortable I am bringing a man into the house with only girls. And I'm not sure how comfortable I am going. What's the big deal? You afraid he might turn feral? No, He ain't that kind of guy. You got nothing to worry about. You seem to trust me quite a bit for someone you just met. Not so much trust, more like the air you give off. Air? You don't look like you've got the balls to do it. Lol. What did you just say? Damn it, that stings worse than she has any way of knowing. Don't let it get to you. There's nothing you can do about that. Well, what are you waiting for? Go on, get your butts moving. Okay. I'm not sure I like where this is going. Giselle's right though. This could be a good chance to get some new info or... Ah! What is it? I just remembered something Something vital? She called me a creep! And the third floor, she kept calling me a creep. It just occurred to me, now that she was talking about me like that behind my back. I can't believe she would do that. Let it slide for now. It's something she does in the future after all. I'm not a creep, am I? She was a bit of a creepy maid. Well, considering what you were like at the time, I can't really blame her for thinking that. I wish I could erase that phase of my life entirely. Even I get shivers thinking of the maid me. I liked her as a maid. You can't believe another lady was talking behind your back. She's right. Yeah. Truer words. I honestly don't think it was that bad myself. I'll take that as a compliment. Please do. The maid outfit, though, is quite alright. What? What? Wait, what is this line here? Is he trying to imply, like, he had a thing for the maid outfit? In her Omni monologue. There was one joke he came up with, in the middle of the game. A female character was all like, "You're here to attack me, aren't you? You want to have your way with me," or something like that. And then he's like, in his head, he's like, I can't even do that if I wanted to. because he doesn't have a penis. He's like a naturally born eunuch or something. Oh, hello, dearest Michelle. What brings you here so late? Did you come to see me? Who's the pipsqueak? She lives here. I took her in. Oh, it's a strange lady. And she's wearing almost nothing. Oh my god. Look at what she's wearing. She's wearing almost nothing. Are you not cold in that? Girl, you don't make it in this business worrying about the cold. What kind of work do you do? Your clothes are really pretty colors, like something a princess would wear. In a way, I am kind of like a princess. A wicked princess who goes around seduce... Maria, she does not need to hear that. Oh, what's the fuss? I'm just giving her a glimpse of the real world. And you think now is the time for that? This isn't awkward or anything. Also, what's this dearest Michelle about? You two a thing or something? Seems a bit young for you. No, that's just what she calls me. That's what I call my brothers. He's my number 2 brother, but we're not related. My real brother's back at the church. This music's kind of interesting. He's got the same hair color as me, and we look a little alike. Oh, really? Must be a pretty good-looking fella if he's related to you. Of course he is. I wouldn't let him be my brother if he didn't look good. That's pretty vain. That's quite the assertion, Nelly. It's so lively in here. I'm stranded in uncharted territory. Oh, I bet you're stiff as a board out there. Relax, stiff, deep breaths. You're asking the impossible. Alright, well, sit down and make yourselves comfortable, everyone. I'll go make some tea and something to snack on while I'm in there. As much as I like the music, it is a little overpowering. Away, vile scoundrel, away! I pray you won't have your way with me. Wait, what does that sound like? Oh, that reminds me of like Bloodborne. The villagers are like, away with you! Away! And they're like attacking you, and it's like, what the fuck? I'm minding my own business, and here you are, you're like shouting, away with me, and you're attacking me. It's like, I was just walking on by, minding my business. Reminds me of a scene from Lost in Translation. Oh, you've seen that, huh? That was an interesting movie.
This is a song that plays in my head when I'm being confronted by 3 ladies, one of them being a nun. Oh, in the hotel room? Wait, wait, what are you talking about? Like the line or the music? This music reminds you of that. That was an interesting movie though, for sure, with Bill Murray. No! Waved her arms around. Sadly, I don't remember. I've seen that movie, but I don't remember that part. Like, what the fuck is going on? It feels so forced. The story has turned into a shit show. You think so? I don't know. I like how they do that in this game. They make sort of like an attempt to mix the characters up and, you know, like have some, you know, dialogue and banter between different characters, which makes it kind of interesting. It's a girls' night in. This will be fun. Why is Michelle here though? You have no idea how much I wish I knew. Oh, that's not important, but you know what is? 3 girls, 1 guy. That's gotta be rough. Actually, make that 4 girls. Huh? Why would that be rough? Tell me, we've got 3 girls in 1 room. What do you think they're gonna be talking about? Love, romance. And there he sits, all alone in the pink cloud of girl talk. That sounds uncomfortable. Ha ha ha, we get to watch him twist and squirm. That sounds like fun. What do they think I am, their plaything? I didn't just sense you smiling too, did I? Oh, no, not at all. I was just thinking I kind of feel bad for you. Why don't I believe you? We don't have time for this. Morgana's still locked up in that tower even as we speak. I get where you're coming from, but I don't think this will turn out to be a waste of time. All 3 of them have ties to the men with the keys. We could very well learn something from their conversation that could lead to a breakthrough. So I say we participate. See where it goes. What's this? Already friends, you two? Yep, I like this new lady a lot. She's a sweet little girl. What's not to love? Hehehehe. You know, that makes me kind of jealous. It took you a long time to warm up to me, Nellie. What? No, it didn't. I don't think. I don't know. It felt to me like you were keeping your distance. Well, you know, it's not easy to work up the courage to talk to a real-life saint. Oh, Nellie, you know it's not that big a deal. I'm not even a real saint. So... Wait, who's Pauline? Oh, this girl. Wait, that's confusing. Why did they name her Pauline? Her name is supposed to be Marie. Way to make the conversation a little confusing. It has dropped in quality. Would it be possible to be told the general gist of what's going on in the game? That's a fantastic ratio. Lol. Girls starting to get dangerous as they approach 4 times the male count. Giselle's the waifu. That happy moment when Inky goes more than 5 minutes. Well, we got into a more interesting scene, so yeah, I'm sticking around for this scene. And I mean, come on, look at Maria. Whoops, I don't want to save. look at Maria. The gist of what's going on in the game. So I think we are on the last leg of the story within the game, and what it comes down to is that Michelle and Giselle are kind of trapped at the mansion. Like, their souls are kind of tied to the mansion because of things that transpired there, and because of Morgana's curse. So Morgana has this like intense curse because of this kind of wretched life she lived, and she was very mad at these 3 men who like kind of betrayed her, who she felt betrayed her. So she made this kind of wish, or rather a curse, that bound their souls to the mansion, and forevermore she can watch them like writhe in pain. That's what the 3 stories were about. It was about her wish to reconstruct them and for them to suffer in their lives. at the mansion so that she could like be there and make them suffer. So Michelle and Giselle are trying to free Morgana from that, because even though she comes off as kind of like an evil character, she was evil because of like circumstances, right? So yeah, I don't know. I'm not really explaining this very well. Who is evil? Morgana the witch. So it comes down to the mansion has this witch named Morgana, who's kind of running this whole thing. Like all of this, all of this setup is because of her curse over everybody. Oh, I thought you said Maria. I was saying Maria because this is Maria here, the short-haired blonde chick. That's Maria. Maria comes from the third story. Nellie comes from the first story, and Pauline comes from the second story. So, as I was gonna say, I don't care how evil Marie is, as long as she doesn't hurt the kitties. Everything else is fine. I don't think she hurts kitties, but I don't know. There was a joke earlier. They were like, someone was saying, "Why are you looking at me as if I kicked your cat?" It's like, what? Giselle's best girl. Morgana doesn't fall much behind either. Morgana's not really quite the looker, but you know. So ultimately, the true ending to this game is trying to set Morgana free. So we're trying to find out the truths behind each story in this last story, with the involvement of each man. We're trying to find out why they did the things they did, why they, you know, tortured this poor woman, Morgana, and caused her death. And it basically brought, like, plague and, pretty much, like, tragedy and devastation on the city, or the village. But yeah. Because the gist of it was, what was it? They locked Morgana up because, she was born a saint. So she was giving her blood to people, to cure them, or she believed that her blood would cure people. So she was basically like a real life saint, and she would cut herself up to like give blood to people. But I think they kind of inferred later in the story that she contracted a disease, because she looks like really diseased now at this point in the game. Like her skin is like sloughing off. I feel like how you all must feel when I'm rambling on about hacking by goat theory. Sorry. It's a long story. Like, we're like near at the end. Like, I've put in like 40 hours into this game, so it's a quite like a involved story. But yeah, it all kind of revolves around Morgana, right? So I'm like, I love late. Okay. I'm really trying to like sum it up, but yeah, I don't think I'm doing a very good job of it. What was I talking about? Morgana? No, it was too good. Wait, what was too good? No, it was a great recounting. Was it though? Do you understand what's going on though, Yamni? It is only a good recounting, or it can only be considered a great recounting if you can actually understand what's going on right now in the story. If you don't, then it was terrible. I don't really care about the story. There, see? Do you even know what's going on, radio? I sell that sentence for free. But yeah, okay, basically what it comes down to is there's these three guys. They've imprisoned Morgana in the observation tower in the mansion. They're basically like using her blood and mixing it in with medicine and peddling that. They're basically asking for tithes from the church, using the church as a front to make money off the medicine, I guess. Meow. I think you're just now dismissing me. It's so good that it only works if it's expressed in the best format for communicating the written word. Lol. The written word. Anyways, all you need to know is we're trying to get to the root of the truth. The truth will set her free. So we're trying to find out what motivates each man. We've gotten Mel on our side. He wasn't too hard. So now we're talking to the other two girls here who are involved with the other two men who have the keys and stuff. Yo mama. Is this the start of a yo mama joke? Is it now? So what's the conversation? Love, romance. How about your taste in guys? Oh. Do you have anyone? A crush? A special someone? You do, don't you? I am a servant of God, the Father. So, no, I do not have anyone. Oh, come on, we won't tell. Promise. Forbidden love. So romantic. So exciting. I just wasn't ready for such a complete answer, lol. I don't know, you asked, so I tried my best to summarize. I needed to have my notepad out. No, I just randomly put that out there. Her crush is Jesus. She only lives for one man in her life, Jesus Christ. You know, I think you should go first, Nelly. I like princely boys. My brother's the closest thing to my ideal. Oh, and I mean my real brother. You don't say. And you, Maria? What kind of guys do you like? Me? I like me a nice, subservient man. Ooh, she's a... she's a dom. So hot, all nailed on that cross and all that good stuff. Well, subtlety isn't her strong suit, huh? Why not someone you can always count on? Or encouraging and supportive? Or sweet and kind? Someone like that would be... Guys like that only light you little tween fires, the girls' fires, tween. Oops. Things get a little more complicated as you get older. Life stops being quite so simple. So you start wanting to find someone who will make the daily load of shit even a little bit easier to swallow. Really? I'm not sure I want to grow up anymore. Though I guess it's partly a result of who I am. So who knows, maybe you'll have it a lot better. I hope so. Okay, now it's your turn, Sister Marie. Me? I suppose I could tell you who my favorite angels are. No, it has to be someone real. You have to have someone. I already told you. There's someone else who hasn't gone yet. I can go after that, can't I? Who else is there? You, silly. You know, that's not a half-bad idea. Agreed, I want to know too. No dodgy answers either. What? What kind of girl do you like, Michelle? What? You're not supposed to bring me into the conversation. Lighten up, loosen up, let us have it. But, it's a very complicated personal matter. Then how about we make things simple, turn it into a choice? A choice? Of the three of us, who ticks the most boxes on your complicated tastes? Don't think too hard about it, just pick one. Oh no, me? The teensy tiny one? Or the nun? Who will it be? What on earth have I gotten myself into? Is this like a choice? Is this gonna lead into a choice? The way they're staring at me, I'm not getting out of this one. Oh, I had to pick one. Well, we can say Maria, Nelly, Pauline. I already have someone. Oh yeah, I forgot. She wanted to screw her brother. I agree with Maria, lol shit. No, you agree with Maria's tits. Swallow. Look at me talk. Giselle has double T's. Is Michelle undead or something? No, it's really weird. This era that we got dropped into, he's given the body for his soul to reside in. So he actually has a real body. But technically, for all technicalities, yes, he's kind of a he and Giselle are ghosts because they've been kind of wandering for like, or he's been wandering for like a century, and she's been stuck overlooking the house in like, you know, immortality. Nut. Michelle is a woman that over the course of 6 months turned into a man, and his maid waifu was kidnapped by Morgana, and Michelle now has no balls, and he's angry because he has no balls. No, that's not right. I want you to choose. Who would you, if you were Michelle Inky? Go for the nut. He's acting like he has no pulse in the situation, lol. Because he already has a waifu. He has Giselle. So if I was picking from his point of view, I would say he already has someone. Although I was tempted to pick Maria. Because I think of the three of them, who was the closest to Giselle? It might be Maria or Pauline, I don't know. I mean, Nella is like really young. I am not interested in women. Do you guys want me to pick that one? Is this person supposed to be male? Okay, so Michelle, the way he's told his story, I think it's believed that he's like a hermaphrodite because he was born with female parts, but then he gets to be like age 14 and he starts going through some like drastic changes that make him kind of, his body kind of like grows over like a period of 6 months and he suddenly looks more manly. Meow. Let's be real, no matter what we choose, the outcome will be disappointing, surely. Except maybe the last choice. I want to try that. I saved it for this, so. Michelle, are you... What? No. No, I didn't mean it like that. I only said that because I thought it would be disrespectful to you to choose any of them. Hence, I'm not interested. I kind of get what you're trying to say, yes, but your choice of words is really asking to be misinterpreted. Oh, you swing that way? I'm sorry for putting you in such an uncomfortable position. No, you're not going after my Mel, are you, Michelle? What? What'd I tell you? That's why you wanted to get close to him, isn't it? Eek! No, that's impure! The two of you together in each other's arms, roses sprouting up all around you? What is this imagery in Nellie's head? So, slow down, Nellie. Although, that might be better than him putting his hands all over some strange girl. Stop, please. It would mean I could keep both of my brothers around for twice the pampering. That actually sounds really nice. Please, for the love of God, stop fantasizing about it. Oh, I know. First we'll need to buy a new house. One where you can have a room to yourselves, so I can stay out of your way. Stop it! You're going to make me sick. Huh? You mean you don't like Mel then? Absolutely not. What about, the Lord's bodyguard? Pauline looked concerned right there. Never. The Lord himself? No more, please. I don't like any of them. I already have a partner. So I'm not interested in anyone else. And this partner's a man? She's a woman! You know, I might not have had the best reaction at first, but to be honest, I'm pretty okay with it. It can be hard keeping it bottled up when you're around others, so just know you've got me when you can be yourself around. Are you even listening to me? Love can take many forms. You too? I'll be happy to help if you change your mind about Mel. I can't take this anymore. I do feel bad for you, but you did kind of bring this on yourself. Urgh.
Now that Michelle's answered, it's your turn. What? Do I really have to? You do. Everyone else has answered. Like I said, I don't have anyone. Oh, don't forget about the tea I made. It's going to get cold. Anyway, I'm more interested in catching up with you, Maria, than talking about boys. What happened after you left? Alright, sure. We can talk about that. Oh, she dodged the question, damn it. Hurl or climax? I can't tell. Michelle is so mad. Is the Lord hot? The nun is like, oh fuck, why is this so hot? I'm afraid. Look at the nun's face. Looks like she's about to hurl. It's very uncomfortable, I guess. I don't know. You ruined everything, Selena. Lol. Who the fuck is Selena? I'm confused a bit. I'm playing Arkham City, fighting Poison Ivy as a Catwoman. Oh, okay, Selena. Yeah, Selena's Catwoman, right? God, if I was Michelle right now, I'd be down in hard liquor, hoping for the abyss to overtake me. Why? Because he has no man parts. Meh. An orphanage? Yep, neither of us had parents or family, so we were raised in an orphanage. Beyond the second door, Pauline had a family and seemed to be quite well off. I guess that's not the case here. So, you grew up together then? Sister Marie's never told me about her childhood before. I don't like to talk about the past. Not the best of memories after all. I'd say we were both lucky we made it this far in life. You still keep in touch with that shit heap of a director? Now, don't talk about him like that. He's not a bad person. Yeah, I know. In your mind, everyone's not a bad person. He isn't really. But yes, he stops by occasionally to check in. He was the one who set me on the path to becoming a nun. He always was fond of you. Perfect little angel you were. I doubt he liked me any more than anyone else. Compared to you, I was a damned gremlin. You were a naughty girl, weren't you, Maria? The naughtiest girl around. I'd throw rocks at the walls, making all these little holes, and one time I even filled the director's shoes with dog shit. That would make anyone angry. I wasn't always a little twat, mind you. The director either loved you or hated you. There was no middle ground. And if he didn't like you, life was hell. He'd make you go without supper or force you to sleep outside, shit like that. That's awful. I had no idea he was doing that to you. You could have said something. Like that would have made a difference. You adored the damn director. You never would have believed me over him. Once you put your trust in someone, you refuse to believe they could be anything less than perfect. Completely blinded by faith. I don't. You do. The only reason you're willing to believe me now is because it's been so long and because there are other people here. This would probably be a good time to step in, Michelle. Change the subject or something? I kind of feel bad for her. How long were you two together? Until we were around 10, I think? Does that sound about right? Sounds about right, yeah. I got fed up with everything and ran off, ended up at a brothel. Being a whore ever since. It's been, what, 10 years now? Oh, so she's 20 now. I'm practically a veteran. Did you like life at brothel better than the orphanage, Maria? Between the two, I'd take the brothel any day. There I've got friends and colleagues. Although, I did lose a whole bunch of them 4 years ago. 4 years ago? Wait, whoa, okay, oh, revelation time. Revelation time! Okay, so, 4 years ago, this was when, Morgana, she was taken in by a bunch of, whores at a brothel house. When she was set free from the Lord's house, when she escaped. So at one point, Morgana was bought
into slavery or whatever. She was bought, and it was the Lord that bought her, and he was bloodletting her for his parties. And then, but then the slaves at his party one day decided to revolt, so she escaped the estate. And then she was introduced to a brothel where they took care of her there. Revelation time. So this means that she's met maybe this chick here, Maria, or at least is familiar with her friends, because she just said she lost a bunch of her family like 4 years ago, right? And that was when some bandits went and killed some whores at the brothel. So for whatever reason, they never actually explained why the bandits attacked the place. They just killed everyone there for no reason, apparently. I remember hearing word of a brothel raided by bandits around that same time. Was that where you worked, Maria? Yep, and what a nightmare that was. I mean, why the hell would you raid a whorehouse? Why not go after a noble's estate, or the damn lord for that matter? A brothel raided by bandits 4 years ago. What's the matter? Trying to make those forehead wrinkles permanent? I know I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm beginning to think Maria might have had some contact with Morgana in life as well. Oh? 4 years ago would make Morgana 12, and where was she then? Ah! I have a question for you, Maria. Was there a girl by the name of Morgana at that brothel? You know Morgana? So my suspicion was right. Yeah, Morgana was there. Me and the other girls looked after her together. But after the bandits razed the place, I never saw her again. What a travesty that was. It was chaos, only a handful of us even survived. I figured she'd either been killed or sold off someplace. But if you know her, that means she's alive, right? That's great to hear. I've been worried about her ever since. Michelle, Morgana's the Saintess's name, isn't it? That's what you told me. Huh? Saintess? That's right, Nellie. That is indeed the name of the person who performed your miracle. And she's locked up in the tower now? Locked up? You told Nellie all that nonsense too, Michelle? It's not nonsense. Mel told me everything. It's all true. He feels terrible about what he's done, but he can't set her free by himself. Now you too? We need the other 2 keys. The Lord has one and his bodyguard has another. After learning the truth, I knew I had to tell you, but I was too afraid you wouldn't believe me. And if you didn't believe me, something bad might happen to Mel. It's not good to tell lies, Nellie. And the same goes for your brother as well. What? The Lord stores his valuables in that tower. That's why it's locked up and you can't get in. Or all 3 of you after his wealth. Of course not. And you, Michelle, you need to stop planting these strange suspicions in... See, this is exactly what I was talking about. You haven't changed one bit. You won't even give someone the time of day if they're saying anything that contradicts someone you've decided you trust. Can the watchtower, was it? Can you not bust the door down? I'm still lost as hell here. But the long and short of it is, Morgana might be in that tower. She is, yes. It might be possible to break down the door with a dozen or so people to help, but that's infeasible. Besides, opening the door isn't our only objective. So, we need the other keys. Correct. It's not true. He would never do that to someone. People think he's scary and mean, but they're wrong. Oh, she's finally now talking about the swordsman. He's a sweet, respectable man. He would never lock up an innocent girl. Even though everyone else is saying he would. If I don't believe in him, then who will? So you are more than acquaintances. If you really have that much faith in his goodness, then tell us that after you've seen what he's done. Pauline. Assuming, hypothetically, there really is someone in the tower, there's nothing I could do about it. I'm a nun, I have no real authority here. I'm just a pretty face. Wait, what's this? I feel like I'm missing a bunch of chat here. Wait, he doesn't. I'd spend all my time being super productive then. PogChamps. Oh, that's a weird PogChamp. Because Twitch. Kappa. Thanks for sharing all the Pringle chips. Revelation time. What the hell would you raid a whorehouse? That butt game too strong. Nevertheless, he started this to help you. So, if you tell him to stop, he might actually listen. Please, Sister Marie, help us set the Saintess free. Your ability to trust someone so completely is actually pretty amazing. But if you let it turn into blind faith, it'll come back and bite you in the ass. Could I please ask two of you to leave? An old friend of mine might be being held prisoner right now. Or sorry, that's Maria. And you expect me to just scamper on home? Go. Tch. She is a little too innocent, perhaps. But I don't think her faith is entirely blind. You are a woman who is capable of making decisions for herself. I know you are. Yes, you've placed your complete faith in one man, but that hasn't stopped you from considering what you should do with your own life. You were never short-sighted. We only met yesterday. What could you possibly know about me? Give me some time, until tomorrow. Time to think about what to do. As you wish. They don't have enough time though, till tomorrow. She's gonna die tomorrow. Or the day after tomorrow. So, is all that really true? It is. How do you know any of that, though? Because... What story should I go with this time? Should I use the letter again? Forget it. That's not important. The pipsqueaks ain't one to go throwing around accusations like that for shits. Point is, I'll take your word for it. And if we get the door open and it turns out there's no one there, no harm done. So, you believe me? You're not lying, are you? No, I'm not. Then there's that. Frustrating part is, winning over a whore isn't gonna get you very far toward fixing anything. And that's not true. Just knowing you believe me is reassuring. If you say so. Could I ask you something? You did come here in search of the Lord, didn't you? He has the third key about which we cannot get into the tower. Or without which we cannot get into the tower. And my gut tells me you're the one who's going to make that possible. Why would you think that? Because you have a very strong connection to him. You may think I sound crazy, but your souls are inextricably bound together. Our souls, don't even joke. My ankle hurts? Oh no. Why does your ankle hurt? Did you fall down the stairs like Radio did? Actually, he didn't fall down the stairs, but he almost did. I'll kiss it so it gets better. Oh, that's very nice of you. Isn't that sweet? Okay, you got me. I'm done lying. You're right, I came here looking for the Lord. There are rumors going around saying he's been seen coming in and out of the church here. So I figured I'd take the opportunity to cave his fucking skull in. You... what? What you gonna do about it? Call the guards on me? No, I won't. But tell me, why do you want to kill him? Why? What are you not from around here? Well, you should know he's one hell of an aggressive ruler. I won't deny he's done wonders for the economy. The city's a great place to be in if you're a merchant. Taxes are lower than anywhere else, and all you need is enough money and you can buy citizenship. But for the people who have lived here our whole lives, the poor, the peasants, those who need the most help, it's only getting harder to stay afloat. The gap's getting bigger by the day. While the main street's looking lavish and lively, people are literally starving to death on the back streets. He tore down this vineyard that's been around for generations to make room for more shops. And sure, you can import some damn fine wine from some other city. But where does that leave everyone who can't afford it? That reminds me, on the third door, he ran some other company's factory out of business for profit. Different businesses, same practices. Giselle? The merchants, especially those who came in from other cities, get treated like kings, but the Lord still has plenty of enemies. I see. So you're someone who doesn't think highly of him, then? Pretty much. What would killing one man accomplish, though? Not much, probably. It'd make me feel a hell of a lot better, though. Do you not actually know the Lord in person, then? I've met him before, so I know who to look for. But that's about it. There's none of this, what'd you call it? Inextricably linked souls crap. No fucking thank you. Maria says she's met him, and Morgana mentioned seeing prostitutes at the Lord's Manor when she was first taken there. Could she have been one of them then? Changing the subject a bit, there's something I wanted to ask you about Pauline. Frankly, her being a nun, it doesn't make a damn lick of sense to me. What do you mean? I mean, this isn't what she wanted with her life. I have to sleep. Alright, good night, radio. Thanks for hanging out for as long as you have. And, I hope you guys are happy. I went further than the 5 minutes I promised, so... Well, yeah, I need to get new bearings from my board. Oh, for your skateboard. Okay, so you skateboard. That's cool. Beautiful clip on Discord. Thank you. And the video. The skating pancake was jogging. Interesting. No, I was jogging and I slipped. Oh, okay. Why were you jogging if you had a skateboard? Or were you jogging with your skateboard? Is that what you mean? When we were kids at the orphanage, she wasn't exactly this pillar of faith. We said grace before meals, but only because those were the rules. All ceremony, nothing more to it. She appears to be quite devout to me. I'm thinking something had to have made her that way, forced her into the role. The girl I knew was pretty unexceptional. Had her head in the clouds though, so we never really got along. But she was always talking about how when she left the orphanage, she'd find the perfect man, fall in love, get married. You could practically see the hearts in her eyes. They'd buy a comfortable house, have a few kids, maybe get a dog. It'd be a happy family, warm, peaceful. And every time she told me this, I'd snort and tell her she needed to get herself a more original dream, at which point she'd start crying and calling me mean. Wow, Maria was an impressively jaded 10-year-old then. She was a girl in love with love, and now she's the bloody nun. I guess it kind of makes sense as an extension of her unwavering trust shtick, but I mean, come on, surely she could have chosen someone better than to put that trust in. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to get at is, as unreceptive as she was back there, she wasn't doing it maliciously. Not that I have any right to defend her after all that shit I gave her about it. You know, you're making it very hard to tell whether you like her or not. Don't think too hard about it. Just sticking up for an old acquaintance. Anyway, I think I'll head back. As concerned as I am about Morgana, there ain't much I can do. Guards aren't gonna believe the ramblings of some whore, especially not when she's making accusations about the damned lord. That part's gonna be the real bitch, I figure. If there's anything I can do, let me know. You can find me at the brothel in town. Well, I'm off. Lamau, what? I don't jog with my board. Okay, I don't know. I'm assuming like you're talking about a skateboard, right? Ah. It's late. I'm not sure how safe it is for you to be wandering around in the dark alone. Maybe I should accompany you? Don't worry, this is my home turf. And besides, if someone did attack, I'm pretty sure I could outrun you. And overpower you at that. The worst part is, she's probably right. But... okay, which one should we pick? It's better to be safe, so I think that's to insist to go with her. Or, if you're certain, very well. That's to, I guess, like, let her do her own thing. I think we should be a gentleman, say better to be safe. I would feel better knowing you made it back safely. I'm telling you, I don't need an escort, but if you insist, you're welcome to accompany me. The brothel's in the back streets. If you want, you can even stay for a bit, have a little fun. I think I'll have to pass. Maybe one day you'll get that stick out of your ass. Giselle. Giselle. What? Ah, hello. What is it? You've been so quiet, I was getting concerned. It's good to know you're still there. I guess I sort of dozed off for a bit. I'm fine though, no need to worry. Are you sure? Yeah, just remind me what's going on, would you? You're positive nothing's wrong? Positive as positive can be. I promise, I just nodded off. I just convinced Maria to let me escort her back to the brothel. Seriously? Should I not have offered? I didn't think you were thoughtful enough to accompany a lady home at night. Well, that's a low blow. I thought about what Didier would have done, so that's what I did. Ah, I see. Well, make sure she gets back safely then. I will. Yo, you just gonna stand there? Get moving or I'll leave you in the dust. Alright, this should do. The back streets aren't particularly welcoming to new faces popping up and wandering around after dark. Wouldn't want you to get mugged on your way back. I don't need that on my conscience right now. Alright. Out of curiosity, is the brothel you work at now the same one that was attacked 4 years ago? No, different place. Unless someone's done something with it, the one from 4 years ago, still abandoned. I've thought about fixing it up, getting everyone back together, but there's not many of us left and, well, I'm not even sure I want to go back myself, you know? Understandable. What was Morgana like when she was there? Not sure what to tell you. She never talked much, so I'm not sure if she even liked being around us. I can assure you she did. Oh, whoops. She's told me her time at the brothel was one of the few chapters of her life she remembers fondly. If that's true, that's great to her. There were times I thought maybe we should take her to an orphanage somewhere, but, well, you know how my experience living at one of those went, so, yeah. But at the same time, it's not like a bunch of whores were gonna make better parents, so I was never really sure what the right thing to do was. And then after the raid, well, I felt like a win. Well, I felt like shit. She didn't have to be there, but I stupidly thought it was a good idea to keep the little girl in the lawless back streets. I can't tell you what the best choice would have been. But I can tell you her time with you changed her for the better. So you don't need to, or you don't need me to feel guilty about choosing to keep her there. Haha, I appreciate it. If it's not too much trouble, could you tell me about Morgana in more detail? Oof, Mom, my ankle hurts so much. Maybe you should ice it? I don't know. Maybe you should ice it. It's a bit late tonight, so how about tomorrow? Got a little something I want to give you too. Oh? It's nothing much, but you'll see.
I'll sneak into the courtyard again tomorrow night. Alright. I'll meet you there then. Anyway, I'm off. Oops. What? A knife? To protect yourself. You sure don't look like you're carrying anything. I'm not, but if I take this, then you... It's fine, I've got two. You have... Collecting pointy things is one of my hobbies. That doesn't sound like the safest hobby. Anything with a nice sharp tip sends shivers down my spine. Makes my heart skip a bit. A beat. A bit. Skip a bit. Sleep-inducing music. I'm not sure those are appropriate feelings to have about blades. Wait, is he kink-shaming? He's kink-shaming blades. This sounds like... this reminds me of the time Jacopo gave Maria a cartridge. She got pretty excited about that, too. Go to sleep! No, I can't. There's like... I have to be like, I have to get going in like about 40-ish minutes. So there's no time for a nap now, at this point. If I had ended the stream earlier, then yeah, maybe. I can understand taking an interest in weaponry. But hers seems somewhat excessive. Dangerously so. Anyway, I don't see why you shouldn't take it. She has a point. It is dangerous out at night. I'd honestly rather not be carrying a knife at all. What? Why not? They scare you. Ah, I'll be fine. It's only for self-defense, not hurting other people. Really, you don't have to worry about me. I do appreciate the consideration, though. If you say so. Okay, I'll take it. Thank you. It's nothing. Just give it back to me tomorrow night, and we're all good. Anyway, see you then. Stay warm. Lol, I wonder who told you to keep going. Stares at myself with disappointment. I am pretty sure I'm dressed much warmer than her. We should get going too. Alright. It is chilly tonight though. It true? Did you hear that? I thought I heard a voice. I did. It came from the bushes over there. I'm gonna see if I can get a little closer. About the observation tower. Oh, do you believe it is? Are we witnessing a tryst? In any other circumstances, I would just walk away and let them be. But she mentioned the tower, so I can't. We should listen in and try not to get caught. Agreed. Several different people have told me the same thing. That there's someone being held in the tower. Who was the first to mention it? Whoops. Michelle? You know the man who showed up yesterday. He's staying in the room in the mansion. Ah, the one with the white hair. Yeah, him. Who else told you? Nellie. And while he hasn't said anything to me personally, she says Mel confirmed it as well. I see. There is no need for concern. The only thing in the tower is the Lord's fortune. Trust me, please. Pauline? You know how many enemies the Lord has. You know many of them would like nothing more than to see him fall. This allegation that he has someone imprisoned on his personal property is nothing more than a fabrication by these people. Oops. Don't be evil, or don't be one of them. Support him. Support me. It's a terrible shame Mel and Nellie think the Lord wouldn't do such a thing. Don't listen to him, Pauline. He's lying to you. Okay, you know what? I'm just like... I'm so tired. I'm gonna call it. Hey look, there's a picture of... there's a picture of Giselle there. Here, we'll leave it alone. Well, me too, I need a nap. Yeah, I'm gonna rest my eyes for a little bit just before I have to head out. So, let's see. We were like 4 people here. I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. Or wait, let's see. Is there someone I can like quickly raid? Is there any point in raiding? Yeah. Meh. I'm just gonna end it here. Yo mama. Maybe if I put mustard in my ankle, it'll stop hurting. Mustard. Maybe you should try icing it. I don't know, or take a bath. Take a bath with some Epsom salts to relax the muscles. I don't know. Anywho, thanks for hanging out, Skating Pancake, and to anyone else who was lurking. Maybe I will stream later today if I'm feeling really gung-ho. But yeah, this game's probably gonna require 2 more streams, or 3, I don't know, 2 or 3 more streams to finish up. It's like, we still need to uncover the swordsman's story, which I think we were on the verge of finding out there. And then the Lord's story, so who knows? This is like the never-ending story. The never-ending story. Ooh. It's like not 1, but 2 streams in one day. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, wherever you guys are in the world. I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye!